Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening, or this afternoon, or this morning, wherever this finds you, whenever this finds you. Today, we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition and Backwards Cover Edition, playing through the 2013 adventure Legacy of the Crystal Shard. And we are also drawing on a fair amount of material from the fairly recent Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden adventure. So if you do intend on playing Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden at some point, just be aware that the session will likely contain spoilers from that. So if you intend to avoid any spoilers from that adventure, be sure to come back at another time for this session. If you don't care about spoilers or you don't care about the Icewind Dale, well then welcome. Let me introduce you to the stars of our Legacy of the Crystal Shard campaign. I'll go the orders. I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what level are you currently? First up, we've got Darren.
Hello, yep, it's Darren. I'm playing Trin Stainpaw, who's a level 3 now, Gnoll Thief, growing in confidence as he explores this cave system that we've been exploring.
Isn't he like 1 XP away from level 4 too?
No doubt he is, yeah. Because that seems to be the trend for the last couple of sessions.
Next up is Mo.
Hi, I'm Morris. I'm playing Thomas Branner, who is an 8th level fighter, and he's a long way off the next level.
Nice.
Oh,
and
a little cold.
Last but certainly not least is Andrew.
Good morning, I'm Andrew, and I'm playing Kola Hammerstone, a 7th level priest of Dwarven Priest of Clangeddon.
Very nice. And now I think what I'll do, guys, I'll move you over to our battle mat where we last left our heroes, and then we'll talk about what happened last time, because there were some dark doings in that map. So, guys, the last few sessions we found ourselves back in the Caves of Hunger. And what happened last time? This has been about a month ago since we last played. It's because of the holidays. I'll give you, let's see, do I have any visual aids to...
I think it's been longer for that for me yet.
Oh, has it? Okay. Have you been back in the Caves of Hunger yet? Probably
yeah,
not.
I was when we first came in. I was with the group, and then I wasn't able to make a couple sessions.
So then it will be Mo and Darren who are doing the heavy lifting for the recap. What do you guys recall happening last time?
Yeah, I mean, we just finished an encounter in a previous cavern with the what are the little sprites called that were throwing the icicles down there? Mephits. Yeah, so we just sort of scared off those little sprites and creatures, and we were just following the spooky sounds and cries from the what we believe to be the sort of vampiric gnoll type creatures. So we're still trying to track them down. We've encountered the last encounter was some shadows. They were trying to mess with, well, certainly with Trin's mind. They were sort of calling out as if they were friends or companions that had been captured. Trin unfortunately fell for that and sort of stumbled into this cavern, and we were attacked by the shadows that we've seen off. We're still searching for the bodies of these vampiric gnoll creatures to try and put an end to them, so we're sort of just continuing to search through the caverns looking for that.
You did drive off 2 of them last session as well too.
Yeah, there was 2 that turned into their sort of gaseous form and sort of disappeared down corridors, but we believe from the sort of the cackling and that there's one left somewhere, and we're still to find the remains or where they rest when they're in this gaseous form to try and rid them finally.
So then, Mo, anything to add?
No, I think he's covered it quite well, actually, there.
All right. So we'll pick up with you guys moments after the driving off those shadowy spirits of hunger. What do you guys wish to do next? You can hear there are cackles that are coming off from in that direction and that direction.
I think I did a little bit of extra sort of listening, and I think I'd got an impression that it was more to the sort of east rather than the south, but I might be wrong in that.
That sounds right. I mean, that would be consistent with the sounds.
Yeah. And we were keen to push on because obviously we've been pretty badly battered, and resources have been pretty heavily used up.
Did something happen to your hand too, Trin? I was rewatching the...
Yeah, so he suffered some sort of critical hit. Well, it wasn't a critical hit. He went down to sort of 0 health, or minuses. And he had to be restored back to health, and because of that injury, yeah, he got a withered hand, but it was sort of cured almost instantly.
Yeah, by Falcor's use of Cure Serious.
Yeah. And that was one of the reasons, yeah, he's sort of used up all his healing, and we're running very low on sort of magic resources.
Cola, how are you sitting with spells right now?
It doesn't look like I... actually, it looks like I was not much help the last time I played, because I've only got like a single casting of Silverbeard cast.
Now so you're
record. So either I was useless as all hell last time, or just didn't really do much.
So if you do have any healing
since I've been here,
prep, you're a little banged up. Trin's a little banged up, and Tom is quite banged up.
Yeah, so let's start with Tom, because he's at half. Do a couple... Let's see here. All right.
I've also got a negative dex penalty. Is that going to go away overnight, or is it a permanent one from the cloak?
Who knows?
All right, yeah.
Only one way to find out.
Oh gosh, just give me a second. I completely forgot. It's been so long. It's 2d4 plus 3, I believe, for Cure Moderate.
You did the strength penalties you guys had from the shadows. You do remember that restored. But any of the dex or con you've lost to undead, unfortunately, that's still gone.
Okay, here's one for Tom.
Tom, what is your dex right now?
It's dexterity is down to 10. It was 16.
Yeesh.
So let me just check what my AC is shown as, because I think that's probably wrong now.
I'll do another one for Tom, Cure Moderate.
Okay.
There you are.
8 for Tom, pretty good.
Okay, so and then I'll do a. Trin, you're not as bad off.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I need it. To be honest, I don't.
That's fine. I have a few. So here's a Cure Light on you. Hey.
Oof.
Nice.
Back up to full.
Yeah.
I should probably do at least one Cure Moderate on myself if I have one here. Oh, I've only got one more.
That's taken my actual nominal AC before shields and thing down to 2 from 0. So
I'll do a Cure Light. No, I'll save a Cure Light, because at least one Cure Light can still save someone from dying. So I'll use a Cure Moderate because Tom's worse off than me. So Tom, it's going to you.
Tom hasn't added the 8 from the last thing.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
You've given me another one, right? Sorry,
you had
my
16,
AC, right?
16 total. So another 8 to your 35, and then that last one that you see, the last 8 will go. Wow, I'm consistent with this. I'll take that 8. So.
Okay. All right, so you should be at 40, and there you go.
No, that's okay. Thank you.
So it's okay. We're not that bad off then. We're all right.
Tom, you should actually be. You're at 35 before. You should actually be at 43 health right now.
Yeah. I think it actually took something twice, and it was a bit slow to update. Right, there we are.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
And then also, just everyone, so that you're aware, I have 8 Constitution right now, according to Miss Character Sheet. So I hate to say it, but if an opportunity to eliminate ability scores problems or level drain on those turns up, I might be a little selfish and take it, because if your healer doesn't have any constitution left and he dies.
Okay.
But we only have 5 charges on the ring, so I can't really do much.
Yeah.
So, what would you
We need
guys
some
like?
slap up feasts.
Yeah. What would you like to do next, guys? Trin is certain that he heard the sounds of the cackling coming from the east.
Yeah. And I'll be saying, I think the only way to deal with this issue is to push on and put these things to rest in some way.
Yeah, because we've damaged 2 of them quite badly, and we may be able to permanently get rid of them.
Otherwise,
However, we
might
do need to think that if it goes wrong, we need to start thinking about maybe retreating. But yeah, I think we should carry on.
But we've come so far, we can't go back now, surely. He's growing in confidence slightly, Trin, but he's still quite happy to stand behind someone in armour. I think if we travel to the east, that's our quickest way to find these creatures.
So then, where to next, guys?
I'm happy to sort of lead with the torch and heading down this east direction.
So you can see to the north as you pass by that crevasse. And as a reminder too, the ceilings in here are between about 10 and 20 feet tall, depending on how wide the gap in the ice is. But it's massive walls of ice in here as opposed to stone. And the way to get into the different rooms is more, openings in the gaps of ice within the north here. As you pass by Trin, you can hear, let me turn my stamping off. You can hear very briefly that same sound, that moan of hunger. But there is nothing in there, at least that you spotted as you move your torch over. Oh, I think we need to turn, happy music off, creepy music back on.
Yeah, Trin's trying to only focus on that cackling now because he feels that these caverns are trying to play with his mind, but I'm sure he'll be fooled once again.
Well, and the echoes, because of the number of chambers in here too, and the way that the sound reverberates off of the ice, for one, it's very difficult to tell where things are coming from. And the second thing is there's that distorting quality, because it's not like stone that would just have no, reverberation. So there's almost that like crystalline, weird quality you get from like, 80s, sci-fi or fantasy series. And as you move forward, let's see here. What you can see in this chamber here is there is a 10-foot high ceiling covered in icicles that nearly hit the floor, forming thin stalactites. Each of the icicles, or several of these icicles, have been broken off, leaving paths that lead to several exits within this sort of like forest of stalactites. Narrow tunnels exist in one over here, and then one on the far side of the chamber. And you can hear more of that echoing from off in that direction.
Okay, well, I shall push on to the corner just to make sure I light round the cavern to make sure there's nothing.
And you can picture that there are, the Roll20 is not going to do this, but because of how low those stalactites are going down, I picture it's just crazy shadows that are being cast by it. That chamber there actually heads down. This is a slope heading down towards another chamber, as is this one up here. It looks like it's got a gentle slope to it for now, and then the one to the north remains steady. What you can... go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, from where they've broken away these icicles, can you see like a path that's been most trodden, as it were?
Why don't you give us a wisdom check, please? So let's roll d20 equal to or less than your wisdom score.
Yeah. My wisdom is 14.
That's pretty good. Okay, great. Yeah. So there isn't really... there isn't like falling snow in here. This has been centuries that this has been an ice-covered floor, or a floor of ice, I should say. So, if you had a ranger with you, you might be able to get a better sense. You don't have tracking as a proficiency, do you?
I have got some sort of...
That's right, because you are actually quite handy outdoorsman, right?
Yeah. I've got my own skills now. Quickly forget. It's got direction sense, weather sense. No, he hasn't got any tracking specifically. No.
So, all that tells us then is just that you're not going to have the particular skills to try and be able to detect. The tracks would be quite hard to see in here, but there is paths that have been broken through the stalagmites or stalactites to leading to each of these things from this area here.
Yeah, I just wondered if there was some that was still blocked off that would give us a bit more of an idea. But
yeah.
No. Okay.
So what are you guys thinking?
Any preference, guys? I was thinking straight across for some reason to the east. But...
Yeah. If we think there was sound was coming from the east, let's keep that way.
Okay. Well, I shall push across to that.
So you make your way winding through these stalagmites or stalactites, and what you can see is that the narrow 5-foot chamber kind of like arcs to the side or cuts to the side in this jagged way, and then it seems to carry on, but there's quite a drop at that point. Right around here, Trin, is where it starts dropping off and leads down into some other chamber.
If I remember correctly, I think the one to the south actually joins up in the centre. So I think we've been in here before, haven't we?
I think
there's a drop into a larger chamber down there, so I think I'm going to have a quick walk up to there and look down that corridor as well.
Okay. That leads quite down much faster. And I remember this. There is a weird, looking down this, it leads down about 20 feet. And so it's probably like a 45-degree angle getting down there. And there is an odd stillness down in that chamber.
Okay, I'm going to pull back and then whisper, maybe we flank them, go round. Because I'm pretty sure that where you are, Trin, is going to join up with this thing down here.
How would we...
I would be very careful to rely on it. I actually get lost when I'm looking at the map. It's just it's a very confusing map, relying on memories. If you haven't done actual mapping of it, you might have a wrong area. Because I think the last time we were here was like 9 months ago, real time, at least. So you may be right, Mo. You may be wrong, but I would just caution against going off of it unless you have a copy of the map in front of you.
No, I'm quite good. I've left that book unread.
Okay.
Right, so do we... Okay, I think we all go in one group rather than trying to split up the flank.
So the corridor I'm pointing towards, that's a lesser sort of slope, is it?
The slope doesn't start until later, but it does seem to go down quite a bit. If you go back and kind of compare the two, they do seem to go down about the same amount, but it's tough. This one over here might go down a little bit further. There's definitely a different vibe. Like over here, there is the sound of like air moving in a larger chamber. And over here, there's an odd stillness to the chamber. There's almost a, almost like a, underwater vibe to the stillness down there.
What do you think that could mean? I'm still happy to go to the east, but
Yeah, I'm still thinking we stick to the.
Yeah, let's stick to the east, but beware. I'm playing Tail End Charlie, so I'll keep a good eye out behind just in case someone comes up that group, that slope, and tries to hit us in the back.
Okay, I'll head round the corner to where the sort of slope starts.
Okay. So what you find as you make your way in there is, for one, I'd like you to give us a save versus death, please.
Oof.
If you have any bonus for poison, you can apply that modifier. I don't know if I don't think gnolls actually do, but
that's the top one, I think.
yeah.
Yep.
Nat 1. You guys have 3 points of astonishing fortune. Do you want to re-roll that, or see what the consequence is?
I've got no way at this stage of telling what's trying to get at me. Or
what it
happening.
is just that there is a horrific stench that hits down here. It is going to be just nauseating. And until you shake this stink, you're going to be taking -1 to proficiency checks, to attacks, saves.
No, I'm going to take it.
Okay.
I feel that, that seems to be more appropriate.
So yeah, it's a, like, gnolls have pretty sturdy, digestive systems. You're able to eat a lot of stuff that other folks would turn up their nose at. But even for you, the stink down here is incredible. And the fact that you can, that it assails your nostrils over the cold and over the stillness in here, it really speaks to just how terrible that the stink is. This chamber, otherwise, is empty. There are no stalactites or stalagmites in here. It is just a large open chamber that has opened, or that has formed within the glacier.
I was going to say Trin's a bit of a one-off though, because he's probably got the lowest constitution ever known to a gnoll. He's only got 8 constitution, so it seems appropriate that it would hit him a bit harder. So,
all the other gnolls teased him for being a delicate eater.
Yeah, he's a bit of a loner for various reasons. So, so I'm going to try and slowly go down this slope.
If you're taking your time, that'll be fine. You'll definitely be able to make your way down.
Okay.
It is quite a slippery slope.
So I'll just get to the sort of front, or where the cavern opens up.
Here we go. All right, so what you can see, there is another opening that leads further down, like almost immediately further down, deeper into the depths of the glacier. The stink seems to be worse in that direction. And you can see just the beginning of another level opening over here.
And is it any sort of smell that I've ever come across, or got any sort of...
I think in your travels you've come across rotted meat before. Things that have been killed and left to rot without, especially in the summer months in the Icewind Dale. It's death is the stink that you can smell.
But would I think this place is normally cold enough to sort of nullify that after a short time, so it's fairly fresh, or?
You would think probably, yeah. It's definitely cold enough in here to,
freeze it.
Yeah, it's got to be like at least minus 10, minus 15 Celsius. So that's... Right. Wait, are we all in Celsius today? Holy smokes. Look at that. Go metric system, or Celsius. Go Team Commonwealth.
Yeah, so I'll sort of point down that corridor and say, rotting meat or death.
And given that sense memory, or scent is a more stronger prompt for memory, Tom and Cola, you can both recognize this stink. This was what you smelled last time when you were near to Kelly Lee's lair.
Should we also take the test? I'm moving down into the corridor, so I assume I should have a save versus death as well.
Yes, sorry. Me too as well, presumably.
Yep. If you're moving into that room, then yeah.
Okay. Let us know when we need to.
First one is
yeah, you're coming in now. I'm basically going in, so if you're following, yeah.
Yep, no problem for Cola.
So paralyzation, was it?
Dwarven Constitution.
Yeah. Ooh, that stink. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah.
You want to spend Astonishing Fortune to re-roll that? Or take the -1?
I'll re-roll that, I think.
Okay.
Because I'm the chunkiest fighter we've got, so...
And you got more than 50% chance of making that roll, so...
Yeah, you got better save as well.
Fucking worse than last time.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so you have 2 points of Astonishing Fortune left. You guys can feel free to move yourself into this chamber. Now, Trin, once you get in here, you can actually see that there is a third exit right up here. And that one, likewise, almost immediately begins descending. So you got one going down over here, one going down over here, and then one at an even keel that arcs, that sort of, dog legs off in one direction in a jagged corridor leading deeper into the glacier. The stink, though, strongest is in this direction.
So is that where we need to be? Is that where the death and carnage is? Is that where we're going to find these creatures' lair?
And you can hear from almost an answer from coming up deep below you.
Think they're on to us.
Right, well, that's the answer then. I think we should push on.
Yeah, there's nothing else for it, so...
Yep.
Right, do you want me to be Chola and Charlie, Cola?
Yes, because I don't know what's coming.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if I don't much like the idea of someone sneaking up behind us in these tunnels. I'd rather someone hardy.
Mo, your next fantasy character really does need to be named Chayla Tarly.
Chayla and Tarly.
Yeah.
And spell it like Will's character from Night Below.
Oh yeah. Oh come on, freaking thing.
Oh god, that would be the thing if all of us started trolling other players across the games with our character names.
Okay, oops, I found.
Well, if the timings were good for Starfinder, I was probably going to have someone who's going to be the gunner. We have to have a ball turret or a tail turret in Starship.
I'll have to watch the episode. I'm intrigued by. I haven't done much sci-fi stuff, so I'm interested.
It ended up. I had the music way too fucking loud for the first half of the.
Yeah, thing. I noticed because I listened to the first 40 minutes and it was quite distracting.
It's for the care gen, and then we once we got into the actual game, it was better. But it didn't show in the levels as being quite as bad as what it was. But all right, so what you can see, this slope is quite pronounced. So you're going to need to take care making your way down this. It goes down almost 20 feet as well. And the stink that you were exposed to, it just carries over here, or carries up almost like it's wafting up from some rotting thing down below. Who is going to be the first lucky
Well, I'm pushing forward the group, keen to get to this, so I'm going to carry on. I'm going to take out my dagger and use it almost like
like a python kind of thing.
Yeah,
like an ice axe.
Yeah, sort of ice axe on the wall. As I sort of...
Yeah, I might follow suit, take out a hand axe, or I don't even. Hold on. I talk out of my ass here. Make sure I've actually got what I say I do. Yeah, because no, all my axes are full-sized axes. Never mind. I'll just take one out. So I'm
I've got a spike on the backside anyway, so you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever. Worst comes to worst, I just do this parallel and hold it and lodge it between the walls.
Okay. So.
I'll slide down on the shield, or is that too elven?
No, because then you'll do like National Lampoon and just when we all go down.
Well, that's it's funny because I like the Fellowship before Two Towers came out. Like I watched Fellowship when I was on exchange in Scotland, and it was one of the few movies I had with me. So I watched just it over and over and over again, and then Two Towers came out, and the tone and level of danger for the characters between Fellowship and Two Towers is like level 1, level 14. Because as soon as you see someone surfing down on the shield, I'm like, what the fuck movie has this become? Come on. Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, people in the UK almost cheered when that happened. We don't do the whole cheering thing mostly, but you could definitely hear them wanting to do it.
Yeah, it was. I saw that in Two Towers in Dundee, actually. Okay, so you guys are able to safely make your way down to the floor.
Is that pretty much where the slope stops? Where
you see the little lines on there, you can assume that that's where it hits the ground. It actually seems like you have descended close to 25 feet at this point. If you look back up, you can see your allies, cautiously making their way down this heavy, this high slope. The ceiling in here is about 10 feet up as well.
Well, I'm just going to wait here for them to get down this particularly slopey bit, so we're all together and prepared before pushing on.
And then
I shall.
Trin, you hear kind of a low, and you look over, and I'd like you to give us a save versus spell, please.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, 20. So you can see where that is. Guys, we're going to drop into initiative. So everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then... Hey, Wayne. Wayne's in chat. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then new year, new order. We'll start on the left here. So, Darren, once everyone has decided, would you kindly beat my 2, please?
Okay.
3.
3.
All right, so I'm acting on a 5. Well, actually, Kola, you would not have had a chance to move until I called for initiative before you moved yourself.
Okay. Yep. Cool.
That is okay. All right. So 3.
Oh, sorry, no, that's 6 actually. I can't add up.
Okay. That's okay. All right. So then, first up, what is going on here? Am I on the wrong level? I'm on the wrong level. Okay. First up will be actually. Oh, Tom, you're on a 6, not a 3. Okay. It'll actually be Takalini. So.
What?
Got him.
Or one of the Knoll vampires, at least.
I thought we killed that fucker.
Down at the bottom is the pretender to the throne, as it were, or the coffin, whatever the case may be. And just because that art is so good, let's and I've named it something here. Howling Hunger. Yes.
There's the asshole.
Ugh. One of my all-time favorite monsters. God dang. Okay. Then, and one kind viewer directed me to a Dragon magazine handout that has effectively a weird hyena knoll. So I'll look forward to using those too.
Gee, thanks, kind viewer. How thoughtful of you.
All right, so Trin, I think he actually will have to, just races in, and you can in the same way that, like, you know, a bestial human might be sort of really hunched over and whatnot. Gnolls are fairly hunched as they are. He moves much closer to an animal than he does a gnoll, and it races over towards you. What is your AC, Trin?
Oh, good. 8.
8. Okay, so I need... Oh my god, I need a 3 to hit you. That is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
And you take... Let's see here. Okay. From its claw. That is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I need a save versus death from you, please.
Okay. That's the top one.
Come on. Yes!
Oh.
Success. So that means you lose 1 point of constitution instead of 2.
Okay.
And that is it for that. Then it is Tom. What are you doing, Tom?
Oh dear. Right, I'm going to move up. Can I get past Cola?
You can, yeah, you
safely,
move through.
or do I have to?
If you're now, because of the slope, if you're moving at a full rate, I do need a dex check from you, please.
Yeah, I will do. I'm trying to get to particularly... So I want to end up about there. So dex check.
Yes, please.
God.
Well, one way or the other, you'll get there. It's just a question of...
I'll just slide down and like blat him into the... Hang on, character sheet. I'm getting... Oh, come on.
There's a great clip that was making the rounds on Twitter last night of a hockey mascot who just could not stay on his feet. They're trying to like take after take of trying to shoot a commercial. And
Oh, what, the one with the mascots? Yeah, I've seen that.
it's fucking great.
The bear and then the other mascot on some...
Okay. Success, looks like. What's your dex right now?
10.
Yeah, that's good enough, though. So, Tom, you scramble past Cola. You get to there. What were you planning on doing?
Well, I had got my sword out ready to hit things if I could get to one.
Can't share a square with Trin.
Hmm?
You can't share a square with Trin.
Okay, well, in that case, I'll end up there.
Once again, no, you cannot share a square with Trin.
Oh, sorry, you could. Right, so
cannot.
I was going to say it's just going to call out swap places, Trin.
Who was it last time who was like, oh shit, a gnoll, kill it?
Yeah.
Is that it for you, Tom?
I think it's going to have to be, because I can't really... Well, unless I want to try and like brush past, double move and brush past both of them, but I don't think that's what I intended to do anyway.
So then Trin and Cola, you are simultaneously acting. What are you guys doing?
My silver beard's going up.
Yeah, can I get past Tom in that corridor?
You absolutely can. Just it will trigger an attack of opportunity.
Okay, so I can't disengage.
Well, you can if you're just. What did you declare as your action? Are you planning on disengaging, or are you planning on attacking?
Well, I was readying my weapon. I was getting my weapon out because I didn't know.
So you can't. You can change it to just move, but you can't change it to a disengage.
No. Okay. I'll try and move, but it could get messy.
Could. Let's see here. I need a 3. Yeah, 15 will do. Mm-hmm. You take. Actually, only 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that right? I'm rolling the wrong dice. So, 5 points of damage, and I need one more save from you, please.
Yep.
You want to spend a Starship Fortune? Will you roll that? You got 2 points left, I believe.
Yep. I need a 13. If I go down another Constitution, I'm going to be at -1. So that's going to be pretty bad. I will try and roll again.
Okay. Nice! Ooh. Success. Okay. All right, so you only lose 1 point of Constitution this time. But you are back now. Then it is Cola. What are you doing, Cola?
Silverbeard's being activated. I'm activated. I'm praying and doing Silverbeard. Good lord.
Where's that switch? Come on! Oh, jeez.
Click.
Okay, then Tom, you have not made an attack yet. You want to step forward?
Yeah, if he'll let me do that, yeah.
Yep, I will.
Because that was the idea. So he's going to step into range and then give him a good... he'll have pulled down the...
So I'm only letting you make your second attack, though, so you're going to get one attack this round.
Yeah.
Okay, but go right ahead. That's actually a miss.
Yeah.
I mean, with a scramble of people moving back and forth, I mean, it makes sense that sort of... that your aim was thrown off. Then, that's the end of the round, guys. We're on to round 2. So... it is this thing... Oh, let's roll initiative. So, Darren, we thank you for rolling initiative for us. We'll now transition over to Mo. Would you kindly let everyone make their decision what they want to do with their round? And then, Mo, would you kindly beat my 5? 4, nice. So I am acting on a 5, actually.
Kev, I've just realised that one constitution actually has put me to -1 on my con. So, how many hit points would I lose?
Hold on. Wait. It's reduced your con by 1, or your constitution is now -1?
It's at 7, which is -1 hit point adjustment.
Okay. 7 is not the... 6 is a -1.
Sorry, it's at 6. Sorry,
oh, shit, okay.
Yeah.
Then actually, you'll drop to 0. You'll drop to unconsciousness.
Yeah, so that's why I thought I better do it before the initiative. But does that mean I'm still next to him, or...
No, I'll let you... It'll happen, because the trigger came while you were moving away. I'm fine with you collapsing into kind of the corner there.
Okay, all right, so he's basically where he is.
Yeah, and then your max...
question question of order then.
Yep.
Is Cola? Did Cola watch that?
Yes,
did that happen before initiative?
You would have been aware of that happening. Yeah.
And so I can make my decision based on this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that you still lose 1. I thought it was a saving throw stopped you from losing any. But
no, unfortunately, with
one
some of the
instead
undead,
of 2,
yes, vampires that you lose.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Level 3 is brutal.
He is only on 0.
Okay. All right. So then, on 0, this thing transforms into a swirling cloud of snow. And then Kev opens the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go. You can take attack of opportunity, but you won't be able to do any damage to it. 2, 3... and it drifts back into the chamber. Tom, you're up next. What are you doing?
Well, I was going to fight it, but it's just disappeared. Can I convert that into a move then?
Yes, you can always move half your move, remember, with a melee?
In that case, I'm just going to go to the entrance there and look back. And
so you can see where he is in still in gaseous form, or in cloud form.
Okay, I'll look back and say... Miss Trin, are you... Oh.
Yeah.
So I'll go on guard there, just to so hopefully Cola can fix up Trin.
And then Cola, what are you doing?
Turning and running away. No.
Smart.
Yeah. Get the hell out of here. Sorry, Tom, it's been good. Trin, nice to meet you, but I'm out.
Yeah, Trin's last words are, well played.
All right, I'm gonna kneel down and use cure light wounds and pray to Clangeddon and hope he can help my friend.
So let's see here then. What that does is, remember, you don't. if you're curing wounds, it's restoring him back. So we roll mortal wounds.
Oh right, we don't do actual. Damn it, that's such a good roll too.
Yep. However, your timing is excellent though, because his hit points are exactly 0, and you. Level 1 healing is plus 11. You have the healing proficiency, 12, 13, 14, 15. What is... 15, okay. So you get to roll... Trin, would you give us a 1d20 plus 15 and a d6 roll? This may be the very
20.
best mortal wounds roll we've seen in the game.
And then what was it? A D6
Holy
after
smokes.
that?
A D6, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're restored to 1 hit point.
Okay.
But you suffered minor scarring of some kind. Once you have 3 minor scars, it equals 1 notable scar.
I mean, is it really going to make that big of a difference on him?
I was going to say, just one of many.
Yeah.
Cole is a little Knoll racist.
Yeah. So maybe there's a patch of discoloration on your fur where this thing kind of sucked the life out of you. But yeah, you are back up and conscious at 1 hit point. That, I believe, unless, Tom, you're done. Yeah, you moved. So I think we're at the end of the round, guys. So then it is on to round 3. Everyone decide what you want to do with your round. I'm always still handily kicking my ass with initiative. But this time, oh, mama. You beat my 1. Oh, I am on a 4. All right. So this will be simultaneous with Trin. What are you doing, Cola?
Sorry. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, moving. Okay, so first up will be tied with the with Tekeli Lee, or with the Knoll Vampire at least. Trin and Cola. What are you guys doing?
Do you want to go first?
I start to I help him up maybe, and help him stand him up, and strongly suggest and call up to Tom. Hey, maybe we pull out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'll move like a square away, and try to suggest that Trin follows.
Well, Trin have to spend half his move to stand up, and then grabbing
that's
grabbing
why
his
I'm
gear.
moving a square. I'm not. Yeah.
So Trin, you're back up and ready again. Tom, out of that swirling snow, 2 eyes appear. I need a save versus spell from you, please.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I had a different idea of what to do last turn, Tom, but then Trin died. I was gonna do something that I think would help here, but nope.
That would be the chapter heading for this one. ... And then Trin died. So Tom, yeah, success. I mean, you've had your mind fiddled with these things before. You're able to shake off this thing's control. Tom, what were you doing this round?
The plan was to basically block the corridor while the others sorted out Trin. But hearing Cola's shout, he's probably going to agree with that. Whether you'll let me slowly back up the corridor.
You can still make a move. Yeah. Like you can always move. If you've declared an attack, you can always move your half. It's you can't.
Yeah, he'll slowly back up there, and obviously, if Tekeli follows me and is in range, I'm going to hit him. So I'm agreeing with the withdrawal.
Okay, so hold on. You're moving and readying an action?
Oh, no, it was move and attack. So I've just got to move then. So I wouldn't get an attack if he came after us then.
Okay. Well, okay. I think I'd let you ready if what you're doing is readying your attack, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Then that brings us to the end of round 3, guys. We're on round 4. Everyone decide what you want to do with your round. Ooh. And then we're off to Andrew now. Andrew. You kind of beat my 8.
Oh, no. Of course not.
So you cannot see your foe any longer, so I'm acting on a turn. Okay. And how fast can these things move? Holy smokes. Uh-oh. I mean, you guys are fine. I'm sure you're fine. All right, 9, 12. All right, so then on an 8, what you guys see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This cloud of swirling snow cuts down the corridor, buffeting each of you guys. Your cloaks go back, and the cloud, still in the swarm of snow forms behind Kola. Or perhaps in front of you if you're trying to run away. Trin, you're up next. What are you doing?
Well, I was going to move as Kola moved.
You guys would have had also attacks of opportunity, but no one's got a weapon that can affect it. So
I'm going to try and sort of hide in the shadows of the corridor and behind Kola.
Okay. So there's not really an angle you've got. If you move back one square, like down to the left there,
yep,
you may be able to get out of line of sight of this swirling cloud.
Yep.
Okay.
Question, Kevin.
Yes.
Is my battle axe of Laudigar a magical weapon?
It is.
So that would not have gotten an up attack. Oh, because it's missed. Nothing would have been able to hit him anyway.
Yeah. Have you got any holy water or anything like that? I think lobbing that.
No, we lost everything when the. Oh no, that's a lie. We stocked up with the things. I've got 3 vials of holy oil.
Mm-hmm.
That would be useful right now, but not this turn.
Okay, so Trin has moved back into the shadows. Tom, what are you doing? You're up next.
He's going to keep moving up slowly.
Okay. So move if you plan on attacking this round, you have a quarter of your movement available.
So that was 1 square, 2 square, 10 foot.
Okay. So Tom is slowly making his way up the corridor. Kola, what are you doing?
I look as I follow the mists and I turn to look at this thing looking at us. I clutch my holy symbol and give a prayer to Clangeddon to call for protection from this evil. And I cast protection from evil on myself. I did not know Tom was going to be right beside me, or else I would have touched him with it instead. But hey.
Okay. So we hear the clanging of steel on steel and the brief trumpet of dwarven war horns as Clangeddon Silverbeard's power manifests on you. Then believe that's the end of the round. So we are on to round 5, guys. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round, and then we're back to Darren again. Darren, would you kindly beat my 5? 7. I'm acting on an 8. Let me grab my book. Okay. Oh, you got -2 to saving throw against the whammy. I think all you guys rolled quite well for them, so yeah, that hasn't really come into play this time. All right, so then first up is Trin on a 7. What are you doing?
I'm basically holding an action to sort of follow the guys up the corridor if they move into the cavern.
Then, as with Tom, within that swirling eddy of snow and ice, Kola, you see a pair of sinister yellow eyes appear. And I need a save versus spell at -2 from you, please.
Oh, wait, no, spell. At -2.
Yeah.
My protection from evil doesn't do anything for me here.
I believe you get, don't you get a bonus to saves from protection from evil?
Yeah, I'm just checking here. Any savings throw, wait, no, actually, hold on a second. This may not help. All attacks from evilly enchanted creatures, blah, 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 receive penalty -2 to attack roll. And I only say that because it says, and any savings throws caused by such attacks are made by the protected creature with a +2 bonus.
I'd consider this an attack.
But-
It says
okay,
any attempt to
all right.
exercise mental control over the protected creature is blocked by the spell. Full stop. You actually do not need to make a save. Your prayer of Clangadin has protected you.
There we go.
Okay. Then, what do you wish to... next up is Tom then. What are you doing, Tom?
Can I grin?
Well, see, I'm going to be brave and go through Cola and then. Oh, it's still in gaseous form, isn't it?
In snow form, yes.
Well, he's going to say, Cola, we got any of those holy waters or anything?
Okay, so that's what he's asked this round. Next is Cola. What are you doing, Cola?
I'm gonna, and now actually inspired by this, because I imagine it's like a I don't know. Anyway, I'm buffeted by this by the sense that I'm protected by Clangadin. I look at this thing, I grin evilly, not evilly. I grin.
Now,
Malicious.
before you take any
advert.
hostile action, we may want to double check. 'Cause I think as soon as you attack, the spell ends.
Oh. Let me see here.
See here.
The spell is reversed.
Well, I might be wrong. Maybe you think the sanctuary.
No,
Protection
it is.
ends if the protected character makes a melee attack against or tries to force barrier. Or tries to force the barrier against the blocked creature.
Yeah, so if
a
you-
melee attack would end this.
Yeah.
Now, how strict do we want to be about melee attack?
Do I strike you as a lenient?
Is my spiritual weapon a melee attack?
Spiritual weapon, I would count as an attack.
Okay, so then maybe I will.
Hold on. No, it's a range attack. If the spell,
But it doesn't. But I don't roll to hit in the same way as a ranged attack, right? Like you've told me before, I don't need to worry about hitting my allies when I'm attacking because it's not quite the same.
yes,
as
you're right. Yeah. So then it would be melee.
Where do we want to side on this?
Let's see here.
I'm happy to just not act this turn. That's fine.
No, I think the spell. I'm fine with the spell
lasts.
not being that being an exception, and the reason being is because what it's intended to the melee thing and the not using the blocked barrier is because you're not allowed to be I'm not touching you, and moving up on the monster to try and block it from moving or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's not what you're doing. You're not moving in. You're not actually moving into melee. I'm fine with the spell manifesting and attacking it.
Okay.
And still allowing your protection from evil.
I appreciate it. I just wanted to be consistent and fair. Okay.
And-
Although it strikes me as odd, just not to belabor it too much, but if you were to cast protection from evil on yourself, that basically takes you out of the battle, unless you have a ranged capacity, because you can't do any. Is it just a protection
being
so you can run away?
to vampiric mind control or any kind of charm or something like that from an evil creature? That's a
That's
a
true.
huge-
Actually, it would be a super powerful spell in a RP encounter where you're just trying to parlay with the vampire. You'd actually okay, fair enough.
Purely defense, isn't it?
Yeah.
So in that case, then my axe will start glowing.
Okay.
And shoot out towards this.
Okay.
Towards these.
So because spiritual weapon does not do, it creates a mimic of your sword or your weapon. It actually will also pass through harmlessly
Oh.
because it doesn't create a force weapon, right?
Oh. So that's not okay.
Let's see here. What does spiritual weapon say?
So then. Lean back to Tom.
No, field of force face. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Wait, it does? Spiritual weapon
It says a
does?
field of force shaped vaguely like a hammer, or in your case, an axe. So go right ahead.
As a field of force shaped vaguely like a. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, we actually can attack this thing. That's good to know. Come on, there we go.
That is a miss.
Ooh. Okay, no, we can't. Time to run.
All right. Do you want to spend Astonishing Fortune to re-roll? I think you have 2 points left.
I kind of feel like we might need them soon for other purposes.
Yeah, we've only got one left, I think, because I used one as well.
Oh, shit, you're down to 1. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then I believe that brings us to the end of the round. So, guys, everyone decide what you want to do with your next round, round 6. And then we'll roll. I think Darren, you rolled last time and lost, so we're up to once again to Mo. So everyone decide what you're doing, and then Mo, would you kindly beat my 4? Oop, 4.
Sorry.
All right. Then it is going to be acting on a 7. So this thing manifests again and leaps forward onto Cola. Cola, what is your AC
lovely.
right now?
Lovely. Sorry, just typing in. AC is 4.
4. Okay, so
Yeah,
I need.
I really miss my Mastercraft dwarven armor. Plate armor. It was nice while I had it.
Didn't you guys recover that crap from the Frost Giants?
No, I didn't lose it from the Frost Giants. I lost it when I first activated the orb. It melted.
Oh, right.
Yes, you blew it. Yeah, oh yeah.
Or to be more precise, because if it had only melted, we might have been able to do something about it. It smelted.
All right. So then.
Hoping to find some cool stuff down in here.
All right. So then I need a 7 to hit you. Check dice. That one misses you with this. Yeah, it gets in there, and this plate mail armor that you have so scurrilously slandered protects you in a moment of danger. Trin, you're up next. What are you doing?
So again.
So you can picture, Trin, you're at the bottom here looking up about 20 feet, and you can hear this thing, kind of cackling and snapping at Cola at the top of this. What are you doing, Trin?
And I should remark, my AC is 3 technically with Silverbeard, but...
Oh, nice, okay.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah, I was hoping that we were going to get a chance to sort of pass out these holy vials. So yeah, he's not going to be able to get past, and he don't want to get past either. So he's still cowering at the moment.
Okay.
In this situation.
All right. Then Trin, you don't have any healing potions on you, do you, Trin?
No.
Okay.
No.
Then next up is Tom. What are you doing, Tom?
He's going to try and... Yeah, he's going to try and attack Tekalili if he can get a slot.
Can't.
We swap positions now.
Do you have a reach weapon?
No, I lost that. Yeah, that was the glaive that was lost in the...
I don't know. Some chucklehead put it in your illustration. That's weird.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm quite happy to have it back magically, and then I can just ready it. But no, I don't think that was one of the things you did lose.
I think that picture is something that is inside your locket that you look at longingly.
Hey, not for lack of effort. Falcarol tried damned hard, nearly to the point of getting us all killed.
Yep.
Getting that glaive back.
Heck yeah. All right. So then, Tom, do you want to ready an action then, or?
Yeah, ready on action in case, Cola goes down and Tekalili hits me.
All right. Then, Cola, what do you do? What did you have planned?
This might be completely wasteful. Would I lose concentration on the spiritual weapon if I were to reach in my pouch, grab a vial of holy oil, and pass it back to Tom?
I think that you have to maintain, spend your action maintaining the concentration on the spiritual weapon.
All right. Could I? Would you indulge me if I were to say, Tom, pouch on my left side?
No.
Vial. Okay. Then I guess I'm not.
I mean, that sounds like a really good plan to have worked out before.
Yeah, it did. I didn't think there's been too many things happening. It's okay for now. Spiritual weapon, we might as well get some use out of it since it does seem to actually affect this thing.
Pull it in.
Might as well get a few more attacks out of it.
Okay. And you guys know in past,
I should have cast prayer too.
Magical and silvered weapons have been effective on these vampires.
True. We don't necessarily need holy oil if we've got silver weapons.
The holy oil may be...
Oh, no.
Oh, nat one. You want to spend that last point of astonishing fortune? And you sit on it?
No, because...
And would you kind of give us a D20 roll, please?
We haven't even, scratched this asshole yet.
10.
Oof, middle. I have no idea what to expect now. It's right smack in the middle.
Nothing worse than an itchy asshole. You haven't even scratched its asshole, is what you said.
That's
all
wow.
right. Oh, shit. I need a save versus paralyzation from you, Cola.
Oh, great. I'm assuming, no, because this is my own damn self that's happening. So
Yeah,
I
there's
don't get
no
any
modifiers.
benefit
None of
from
your dwarven stuff will apply here, unfortunately.
Paralyzation. Oh. Okay. Now, hold on. When I click on the character sheet, is the modifier of +4 automatically added? So therefore I have to -4?
Yeah,
to the...
exactly, please.
Okay. Because otherwise it'll automatically add.
Yeah.
Hey.
So what happened is this: you sort of like stagger back and gesture to bring the spiritual weapon back. It swings in, and unfortunately, where you step is really just at the top of this slope going down. You almost tumble backwards, in which case you would have like fucking curling style taken out Tom and Trin as you slid down the hole, but you barely managed to hold on. Maybe I take the real axe that's actually still in my hand and like I wedge it between the ice and hold myself there at the last second. Yeah. All right. I think that then is the end of the round, guys. So we're on to round 7. All right. Everyone decide what you want to do with your round. And then I think we're on to Andrew again now. So has everyone decided?
Ooh, yeah.
Andrew, beat my 6, please.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. All right. So then that is, I'm acting on a 9.
I can't move. Sorry. I can't do anything where I am. This is...
You can move through allied squares, remember?
Yeah, but I mean, I get an attack of opportunity against me.
Yep. Okay, so this thing gets, speaking of attacks, this thing is going to leap on you. So I act on a 9. Your AC is currently a 3, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see here. Oh, 3. I needed a 7 hit you. I actually miss again. Scratch this. Its claws leave this like rime of frost right across your armor, but it does not penetrate. Then it is Trin's turn. What are you doing, Trin?
He's getting more and more desperate. He's going to head down this corridor.
Okay.
He's looking for any sort of remains of these creatures that we were searching for before that might like lure it away or make it go back into this gaseous form.
Here, the ceiling goes up 30 feet. This is a huge chamber. And that stink that you were exposed to before is even worse down here. But what you can see is there are a couple nooks and crannies in here. From here, you can see there is another corridor that, once again, leads even further down. And then it looks like there is some kind of chamber or cavern, or what do you call corridor, leading away in that direction as well. But in here, there is the awful remnants of the progenitor of these vampires, as well as themselves. I think you can probably see members of, like, the corpses of members of your tribe in here. These are most definitely the creatures that have been carrying off the members of your tribe. Yep. Next up is Tom. What are you doing, Tom?
So did Kola actually say where the holy water is, or we just...
No, we didn't. No, because I'll lose spiritual weapon if I do it. And right now, spiritual weapon is actually being, well, it's not actually hitting him, but I'm
going to follow what Kola does. I assume we're retreating.
Okay.
But yeah, he's getting ready to retreat, and again, if Tekilili sort of jumps behind us, he'll get hit.
Okay. Kola, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try one more time. I don't know why I paused. I already put the action in. Oops, that's not the right shirt. Try one more time to hit him.
Come on.
Just misses again. Gods.
What did you roll for that one anyway? Are you not rolling? That's a 12. So
Yeah.
not terrible. All right. So unfortunately, it once again, like it has almost like an uncanny sense and seems to be ducking and weaving and keeping itself out of the way. Then, if that's the end of the round, I think that's the end of round 7, guys. We're on to round 8. This thing is still pressing its attack on you. Once again, we're back to Darren again. Everyone's getting to share an initiative today. Look at this. The spirit of the new year of sharing is going all around. All right, so then everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And then, Darren, would you kind of beat my 2?
Oh.
All right, I'm acting on a 5. Okay, Trin is on a 4. Cole, are you acting before a 5?
Well, sorry, I was just trying to look it up. Page 97 is withdrawal, but I don't know. It doesn't give an initiative count for it.
Withdrawal just a move.
Oh, okay. Then I'm moving. I am less than a 5. Yes.
Okay, so go right ahead. Oh, but you're dwarf. You can only move 1 square, and Tom is in your way, and you can't end your movement.
Oh, I can't move through because I can't.
Well, I was preparing to back up, as it were. It's a fight.
Yeah, but you go after me, so that's not going to work. So I'm kind of. Could I
You can hold
switch?
an action. Yeah. The thing is just that it'll attack because Tom's not going to move until after you, or until after your certain your
Can I
initiative.
hold a move action?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. So then I guess I'll just hold because I'm gonna get attacked either way. But
Yep.
I guess I'm gonna get attacked twice this round.
Well,
so
no,
we'll
because you withdraw, you would not be attacked. So long as Tom gets out of the way,
okay.
then
All right.
yeah. So it just means that it will get its regular action before you get a chance to do a withdrawal.
All right. Here's open the protection of evil.
All right, this
You
one
are
actually
getting
does get through.
You are getting -2 to your attacks, right?
Yeah, no, you've already added it to your AC. You don't get an AC bonus and a penalty to the attack.
Well, no. Oh, does protection of evil not stack with Silverbeard then?
It is sure protection from evil -1. Yes. So actually, technically, I would have needed an 8. I rolled a 9, so I did hit. You take 10 points of damage, and I need a save versus death from you, please.
Does DR apply?
DR does apply against this. Yeah.
And a save versus
Death.
death
Muerte.
with any minuses?
There is no.
Actually, but with a plus because of protection from evil.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, thank goodness I needed it.
Now hold on. I don't think dwarves don't get that bonus that you're adding in there. That's only against poison.
Oh, right. So it would be minus, I guess -2 net.
Yeah. So that's actually a fail.
Okay.
So, what you lose 2 points of Constitution as this thing
Okay.
hungrily drains away your life. Then it is so Tom, you want to? Cola's like move. Oh, your spiritual weapon would go away now too.
Oh yeah,
I'll
that's
step back.
Okay. And then Cola,
Kevin.
you
Is
can
my save versus magic wand, staves, rods,
probably
spells, and such like? Does that because it says here that the bonus is +1 for every 3 minus half points of Constitution score.
Yep.
Does that change as my Constitution score goes down?
Yep.
Okay, so my bonus is actually quite a bit lower now.
Okay. You can withdraw now, Cola, as well.
Right. Okay, and I can only move 1 square.
I think, yeah, because you're a dwarf, the third of your movement's not all that much. So you stagger back down the... I'm not making me a dex check, though. All right. Then it is... Trin, what were you doing? Sorry, we skipped your turn here.
He was just going to continue to explore, so he's just moving.
Sure.
He's just looking for these...
The stink.
Yeah,
It is
these
even worse
graves
down
or
here.
whatever. Yeah.
These things are just... there is an awful smell. Okay. Then, like worse than even in here, and this place is a charnel house as it is. It seems even worse down in that southerly direction. Again, going about 20 feet down. So you're, 30 feet down, then 20 feet more, then 20 feet more. So you're getting way, way down into the depths of this glacier now. If that is everyone's turn, I believe we are on to initiative. So we're on to round 8. Everyone decide what you want to do with your round. Okay. And then I believe we're on to Mo once again. Mo beat my 1. Sorry. Hey! Tied it. Hell yes. Tied turns. Finally, I'm on a 4. All right, so Trin and Cola, you guys are up first. What would you like to do?
I can move now again normally, right?
Yes.
So I can go past Tom. Well, I guess I don't even need
if
to
you're
move
moving
through.
more than half of your movement, though, you will need to make a dex check.
Because of the slippery ice.
Correct.
I can do that.
Okay.
Okay, let's.
I think your dex is still quite good.
It's a 13.
Okay.
No, so I tumble.
Okay, so you kind of slide where you are. You're just prone right now.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Trin, what are we doing?
Hearing the fighting in the corridor, I'm just gonna basically hide in this corner.
Okay.
So if they do come back into this cavern, I can try and jump this thing from behind.
Okay. Then it is Tom and this thing are simultaneous.
We're doing a fighting retreat, so I'm effectively waiting for it to come to me, and then I'm going to try and hit it with the magic sword.
Well, you can't ready an action, want a simultaneous action. So if you were ready in action, it means it gets to make an attack on you without suffering the attack.
Okay.
Then you get to make an attack. All right, so here we go. So it races down 17 as a hit.
AC is 2 at the moment.
Yeah, I hit like a AC -6.
Okay.
So that is 9 points of damage. Full DR applies, and I need a save versus death, please.
Right.
Come on. Oh. 1 point of astonishing fortune left.
No.
Saving it. Okay.
Saving it for like near-death experiences.
Okay. Then that is 2 points of constitution that are lost. Then.
Bear with me while I.
Now make your attack. Are you in the stage where you're losing hit points from low constitution?
No, because I'm down to 11, so I'm.
Okay, yeah, I thought you got a big bucket of hit.
I had a huge constitution. I'm at -4 at the moment.
Okay.
Right, attacks. Here we go. Yeah, this could really do with having tabs for quick switching. Right. This is the Netherese longsword. So
Okay, go right ahead. Solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Large size creature.
Ooh, that's a bit more like it. Oh yes, because I'm not.
9,
It's a bit more
nice.
like it.
Okay, and then at the end of round, you have a second attack as well, Tom, so go right ahead.
All right, okay.
Swing back a second time. Come on. Yep, solid hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Great roll. Again, large size creature.
Ultimate is just
7
it's
points
just
damage.
toying with me.
All
Yep.
right. So you're hacking away into this thing, and it yips and howls in pain. It did not expect you to be fighting quite as fiercely as what you are. That brings us to the end of round 9, guys. We're on to round 10. Mo is still kicking my ass with initiative, so everyone decide what you want to do with your round. And then watch as Mo... I was going to call you Mosef. Like Joe and Joseph.
What?
I don't know why. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Go ahead and beat our 3. Beat my 3.
Hour 3. Don't drag me into this.
Well, me and all my minions. All right, so I am up first. This thing is furious with you, Tom, and is going to follow up its attack with the second one. Your AC currently is what?
2 for the first,
2.
for the buckler, and 3 for the
It's a hit again.
subsequent ones.
And you know, save versus death from me. It's only 5 points of damage this time. Full DR applies.
Okay,
But I do need
3.
a save versus death.
Death magic.
Oh, narrow. So only 1 point of constitution is lost.
So it's 9. No, it's 5. So it's just -3 actually. Right.
Oh, right. Sorry. Would handing him an object be like
That's
1,
your action.
2? Like, right, but like
5, because feeding a potion to
5.
another is 5.
Okay.
Right? Okay. All right, so then I've made my attack. Trin, you're up next. What are you doing?
No, I'm still waiting for him to come
down?
back down this way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Tom, you're up next. What are you doing?
I'm going to hit him.
Okay. Go right ahead. Swing and a... That's a hit. You tag it. Large size creature. Go ahead, roll damage. 10 points. Nicely done. All right. Then it is Cola's turn. What are you doing, Cola?
I'm gonna first use half my movement to stand up,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna reach in and hand Tom one of the vials of holy oil and go, "Here, this might help."
Okay. I think Tom has a free hand right now as well. So, because
It's a buckler, so it's
Yeah.
not like a massive tower shield.
All right.
Okay.
So you've got this thing in your hand. Then Tom, you have your second attack.
So it's just holy water which we throw at things. Or stuff
It's
like
holy
that?
oil.
Yeah, you don't really.
specifically.
You can either make your attack. You don't get a second action, so you can make your attack, or you can end your round.
Yeah, you'd have to do this next turn. You'd have to code it or
Yeah,
whatever.
next turn. Right, so I will flail away at it again.
Okay.
Yeah, go off and just...
Nat 1.
Ooh.
Are you spending Astonishing Fortune, or are you taking? Yeah, are you giving me a D20 roll?
No, we need to keep the 1 point to...
Give us a D20 roll,
save
please.
someone from death.
Yeah, I hope it's not too much metagaming if I kind of tell everybody, like, if the healer is telling you we need to save the point,
Yeah.
you need to save the point.
That is not
Okay.
metagaming in the least. Oh! Battlefield damaged. So in this narrow corridor, Tom swings this mighty blow, and it hits the wall, and there's a... Uh-oh. I need Tom and Cola and Tekeli Lee to all make a save versus breath weapon, please. Tekeli Lee gets a 19 on his. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Cola got a 6 and Tom got a 6. Oh shit. So then let's see here.
He's buried in a bunch of snow and ice.
Let me quickly go to
Cold death.
so I'm on that layer. Collapses in. And you guys each take, let's see here, DR will not apply against this. Tom, you take 2 points of damage. DR does not apply. And Cola, only 3 points of damage from falling snow and ice and whatnot. And as it kind of comes to a halt, you can begin to see little bits of snow beginning to form through the gaps
Of
in the
course.
pieces of snow below there. But for now, let's take our mid-session break. All right, so for those listening at home, we'll be back momentarily, and we'll see what our heroes do next. So.
Oh, great.
All right. So I was joking about it on Discord, but I genuinely do need to grab my Dungeoneer's survival guide. There are rules for digging out of a collapse in there. Go. Somewhere Will is breaking out into hives as I get another book off the shelf. Go. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Cave-ins, there we go. Alright. I got that new 5e Spelunker's guide from Doug Niles as well too, but I really haven't dove into it all that much.
Yeah, I think I saw it advertised.
Mm. Oh, there's a random location. Oh, cave-in chain reactions. That sounds good. This is just getting better and better. Whew. So that I rolled I'm not changing the amount that fell, because this is a glacier collapsing, not a stone thing. It is supposed to be 4d8 per 10 feet of thickness of rock that falls.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Whew.
This is fresh off the printer, Kevin.
Oh.
I'll show you later what this is a part of.
Huge fucking space marine or what?
Close. Close.
Sister of battle?
Oh, here. I can't. No, it won't work because I can't attach the pieces. I'll give you a hint, and that is, this is the way.
Oh, Mandalorian. Okay, cool.
This might help if I did this here.
Oh, yeah, because it looks like I've assembled far too many of those fucking little the shoulder pads on Space Marines.
Oh, yeah. This totally looks like a polder, like a Space Marine polder. Yeah. For the Emperor.
I just remember without fail, I'd always fucking misalign them too, so I'd have like one slightly askew. I was not a very good model builder.
This is taken forever. This is the 10th piece I think I've printed, and it's taken like 2 weeks.
Wow. This is for like a cosplay outfit or what?
Yeah, I'm hoping so.
Cool.
Dave is not the only armor smith around here, apparently.
Nice, yeah. Oh boy, just reminds that there's that photo that always makes the rounds on Twitter as well of the actress who plays the armor smith. There's a photo of her kneeling down with a little girl who's dressed up as her.
Aww.
At a con, yeah, it's adorable, totally adorable. Okay, so then,
have
guys,
people seen the?
Oh, go ahead, Mo.
Have people seen the S scout ship 3D print?
No. Oh, yes, I have. Yeah. From what's his name?
Like 28
Seth
mils.
Skorkowski has one.
That looks amazing.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
But again, that's probably going to be like several months of printing and assembly.
Yeah, I don't know. All right. Anna is clearly a fan. Anna says hi as well. Hey, Noisy. Someone has the temerity to shovel their sidewalk. Get out of here. All right, so as the dust and whatnot is settling down, or the dust, the snow and ice crystals and whatnot that are filling this corridor settle, you guys have an opportunity to catch your breath here. So what are you doing next? What is this? Oh, they changed the tools for hiding and revealing darkness, too. Interesting. So they made a bunch of changes over the last little bit.
Let's back up into this chamber and regroup. I think we need to leave and come back later.
Yes, 100%. We need to find a way to... we need to find a way out and a way to avoid running into our friend again. I think we're going to need a few more friends along for this ride. And we need to plan this out a little bit better, because this is...
So being trapped down here as well, the stink is even worse than, when it has opening up to that upper chamber.
How badly wounded was it? Because I couldn't see what was going on.
Bit battered about half, but
all right, so it's, yeah, still particularly dangerous.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, I didn't want to say that on the stream.
Good.
She's potent. So I think, so first of all, I have... What do I even have? I'm pretty tapped out. I have one Cure Serious. And we could activate it in a pinch. I could do up to 2 Cure Lights with the ring. But of course, we all know that there's a... Actually, Darren probably doesn't know. So Cola has a ring of Baranor that has charges, and it gives me access to a number of different priest spells. Well, a whole bunch of spells. Most of them are priest spells. But the spell, and there's different tiers to it. So many charges equals this kind of spell. Including Cure Lights, Remove Fear and such, but we typically, because it has access to Resurrection at 10 charges, we tend to, and Restoration as well, we tend to try to save up for casting one of those, because that can help things with, like, level drain or death.
Yeah, or when a frost giant throws you out into the ocean.
Yes, that too. That came in handy that day. So, but if absolutely necessary, I could do up to 2 Cure Lights through the ring, but it's 2 charges each, and then that would be tapped out too. So, and I don't have any potions, so we're running really low, guys.
Yeah, I think we need to try and find another way out and just sneak around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume the knoll was the other side of the cave-in, was it?
Yes, as far as you can tell.
That was a very fortunate series of events / very gracious DM.
No, it was a random result. Like the result you rolled for that nat 1 was battlefield damage. You guys could have taken...
the choice to put him on the other side of that from us and give us a couple seconds.
The thing is he rolled a nat, like he a successful save. He needed to get away from the cave-in, and the only place he could have gone is away. So. Oh,
true. Yeah, I guess.
Just me reading the situation as opposed to trying to be... I don't put my thumb on the scale in this game. All right. So, where to now, guys?
So, however bad the situation is, if you ever wanted to return here, you've got to do a lot of wading through if these things restore themselves. That's my only concern, is that you'd have to wait for another 4 or 5 vampires if you wanted to rid this place of the vampires.
But I think we have to anyway. Like,
The idea was to find where they're sort of trying to recuperate and put them to an end.
And where Trin can gesture around, like in here are the disgusting remains of many members. The freshest bodies in here are all gnolls.
Yeah.
It's members of his tribe that have been snatched by these things and brought back here.
He's keen to put an end to these things once and for all, but obviously he's got absolutely zero chance of doing that on his own, so he's at the mercy of the others.
Trin, friend, I understand your conviction here, and I applaud it. I too wish to see these unholy things put to rest permanently. But we barely escaped from one of them just now, and there are going to be more of them. But I think I would just caution that we do not have. We need a good plan. We right now we're just kind of moving blindly. I agree. Let's try to find where they're resting. I think we are close, if this is their refuse pile. But I think we need a plan of escape, because we will not be able to do much about it when we do find the place. We're going to need to pause and take stock.
And this holy liquid you have, would that do something against?
It's blessed oil, and yes, it in the past it has proven to be effective against these creatures, but there's a limit. I only have 3 vials. Well, Tom has 1 now, and they don't like once if you coat a weapon in it, perhaps that might last longer, but it's not like mechanically. I think it's only a few turns that it actually lasts. So it's not like we do this and for the whole battle we're good to go. So it's a limited resource as well. So we want to make sure that try to be more in character. We want to make sure that we're saving that until we're sure that we have a chance to strike and strike true against these creatures. So it is a tool, but it is not a guarantee. And again, at any rate, I'm completely useless. Like we're in great. You are in great danger.
In general.
Well, in general, yeah. Thanks.
Cola, because I've watched it in prep for our Starfinder game. I've got aliens fresh in mind, so Cola's effectively playing Hudson.
We're all screwed, man.
What's great, man? So what do you guys
just
wish to do?
advising caution, that's all.
Oh yeah. It's just a bit. Yeah. If we go, Trin feels like he's within touching distance of getting rid of this scourge. But
I think they're down there.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
I've never fought these creatures. What happens when they go into this gaseous form? Is that can they not recover until?
yeah, but we were going to try and kill some of the minions as well, because if we can find them, regenerating, we can just whack them. I don't think we're going to fight Tikali.
Tikali Lee was destroyed Tikali Lee. Remember, he burned him. So these are the offspring of Tikali Lee that have been expanding, and Tikali Lee kept his numbers in check, but these things have been... The concern is there may be a spreading vampiric plague.
Well, I think we should maybe go down that southern passage and try and find a way out and see if we hit anything on the way.
Yeah, I mean, it would move us away from where we just faced that creature. Okay.
Do you want me to take the lead? As I'm probably the fighter.
I'll follow close behind with the light, the torch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Tom, this goes down once again about 20 feet, and the smell from down there is worse than even in here. This reminds you of something. You actually may have been here before.
Yeah, is this down here is where we fought the actual main guy before, I think. Or somewhere down here. Okay, he's going to slowly walk down that slope.
Okay.
So half move. And
As long as you're making
there.
making yourself cautiously down there. You can see that it arcs off to your left and then continues down. The smell is worst in this direction.
I think that's the sign that we're on the right track. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4-ish.
So you get to there, and what you see
Bingo.
is there is a pillar of ice that stands up from the floor to the ceiling, and there is a like a nave or a hole that it has been opened up in there, and that has a bunch of melted ice from where something burned, and there is a scorched skeleton sitting in there of a gnoll. Around it, there is a carpet of human skulls that have all been set up to face towards the pillar, and curled around the pillar, sleeping on those skulls, are 2 unconscious gnolls.
Have they deified their dead Tekeli? Like, they've created an idol? Oh.
Well, I think Tom's going to get the oil out and turns to the others and sort of indicates too. He's going to put the oil on the longsword.
Okay.
And I suggest we sneak up and coup de grace them quickly. This is whispering to the others. Maybe if Kola and I do it, and then Trin can stand back, and if there's someone bursts out, you can try and stab them in the back.
Okay. I'm then Tom, if we're moving forward, well, Kevin, are we out of initiative? Can I just do something right now, or?
Yeah, you can just do something. From what Tom and Trin can see, these things appear to be asleep. You are 20 feet away from them right now, and
but if I do this, it's going to be loud.
each of these things, casting. Has the same capacity to drain life as the one you fought moments ago. But they appear to be sleeping right now.
If I cast anything, it's going to wake them up. Especially with the echoes inside these chambers. There's nothing quiet about what I do, so I got to hold off. But I will whisper, Trin lad, stay back with me a spell. You're not going into combat like that. 1 hit point.
You can see that the wounds, there are wounds that have been inflicted on these things' bodies too. It's still, they still are manifest on their sleeping forms.
Tom,
Trin, to your eyes, they look like they're just regular gnolls sleeping.
Oh.
Well, no, these are the minions we found before, because the last session we drove off some of them and badly injured them, and I think these are the 2 we did.
They were as dangerous as the one you fought as well.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys wish to do? Tom's getting his holy oil out.
Yep. So I'm going to put it on the blade, I think, rather than just pour it on them.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's going to indicate he's going to go in. So whether Tola wants to back me up, and I'll try, because I've got 2 of them and 2 attacks. I can maybe just do them all in one fell swoop.
I'm gonna whisper, like, I've got to see the Trin if we're gonna do this, but you gotta be quiet and sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what is your dexterity currently? Tom?
Me? It is 10.
I can be quiet and stealthy.
Yeah,
yes,
we need to heal you though first.
Yeah, and I can't heal you quietly.
So Tom begins to move. Yeah, and Trin actually, he would be able to backstab as well. So backstab is +4 to hit on top of hitting a stationary prone target, and does ×3 damage, ×2 damage.
Okay, so let's think about this then. Mm-hmm. Trin stands the best chance of sneaking in there and getting a hit on them and surprising them while they're actually asleep. But the best advantage situation we have. Tom is the hardest hitting of us, but Trin's near death. I cannot heal him quietly.
So mechanically as well too, let's just remember how I'm using rolling for thief skills. Trin, if he is successful in his move silent, there is absolutely no chance of him being hurt. Even if he fails that, he still gets a dexterity check to try and avoid being hurt.
Yeah.
But there's no maneuver to instantly kill these things. You've still got to roll for damage and...
Oh, sure. I think that basically at most we'll hope to, unless the initiative order really, really favors us, I have a strong suspicion that at most we'll be able to get in one really, really good and hard-hitting hit on one of them, and then the other one will be woken. So, that's...
Again, I don't put my thumb on the scale one way or the other. What happens when you guys are caught?
It would work out.
Well, what happens when you guys are caught sleeping?
It goes very badly for at least one of us.
Yeah, they've got to. Yeah, effectively, they've got to null round while they're getting up.
Well, they got to roll for surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I forgot all about that part of it too. I'm not trying to meta this too much. I'm just trying to
No, but I mean, you would understand what this cuts, that kind of thing cuts both ways. So if you are able to get an attack off this on these things, it may very well be caught by surprise. And then even if it's not caught by surprise, it still needs to get up.
True. I can still cast a spell to. I just stick near Trin, or at least close enough that I can get to him.
Trin is super quiet and stealthy. You are most assuredly not.
No, I know. My thought, Kevin, is more just I need to make sure that I'm staying close enough to him that I can get to him quickly and hear him if he gets into trouble.
So what do you guys wish to do? Tommy, you just come across these things. I mean, what you could as well do, you could move back and try and do something. But if you move back and cast a spell that has a verbal component and it wakes them up,
yeah,
what are you doing, guys?
I think seize the day, and I'll turn to Trin and say, "Do you want to?" And I'll back you up.
Yeah, because the other thing I've got that I forgot about, I've got a potion of white dragon breath, which does 1 breath weapon attack, which does 3d6 plus 3 damage. So it'd be worth potentially. It says it lasts 1d4 hours, so I could sort of take that before we go in, try and smack them, and then on the second round use that as my sort of second attack, because it would. Well, I assume that's sort of an instant hit. So. Yeah, we could get really good first round.
If they're sleeping, they would fail their save versus breath weapon automatically.
So they would not get save full damage. Yeah.
If you were to open with that, if you snuck in and open with that, you would just roll damage on them.
Yeah. So I mean, is it even worth giving that to Tom so I could try a sort of backstab and you could do that at the same time, almost the same round?
Tom's the one who is going to be louder than you.
Yeah.
The only downside.
Aside from our little friend that we're hearing today, right now, too, Anna's clearly very eager to get going.
I don't know what the breath weapon sort of arc and range is. That was all.
For White Dragon, is
because you could potentially do it from here if I sort of snuck in and hit one from the side, and you could try and avoid me.
The cone, 80 foot long, 5 foot wide, and 30 foot wide at the end.
So do you think you'd be able to position yourself there, Tom, that you could basically use it while I sort of snuck around the side of them?
I think it'd be hard to avoid getting hit.
If you could sneak to the side, and I was going to just try and normally hit them afterwards. sort of run in and kill the one that you didn't take out? Because they look pretty banged up. Presumably we can see they've got, wounds.
Yeah.
So I think maybe, I suggest we try that. You try and backstab one, I'll then act after you, hit it, and then maybe Cola stands by with the breath weapon. Or one of us does, because I don't want to take it and not have to use it.
I'll give it to Cola then.
Okay, I'll need some. I'm not sure how. I've never used it, so I don't know.
Well, all it says is it lasts for 1d4 hours, and during that time you can make one breath weapon attack, which does 3d6 plus 3 damage.
Okay.
So it's when you sort of call forth of this white dragon breath. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to try and sneak in then.
Okay. Is Cola consuming the potion, or are you going to wait and see if you need to consume the potion?
I will. I think I'll get at least a round to decide if it's helpful or not. I'll wait because I'm not going to be able to be much useful otherwise. So,
Trin, what is your dexterity and what is your move silent?
So my move silently is 70%.
Okay.
And my dexterity is 16.
Okay. So go ahead and position yourself where you want. I'll tell you if anything happens. Okay. So you're cautiously stalking forward.
Yeah, I'll get close to this one so Tom can run in.
You're stepping gingerly across those human skulls.
Yep.
Tom, what are you intending on doing? Are you waiting for him to attack to do your...
I'm waiting for him to attack, and then I'm going to try and run into that central between the two of them and just go...
So then, Trin, would you kindly give us an attack roll with your...
did you put the oil on your daggers?
I haven't put anything on my weapons. I was going to use the Staff of Striking, because that's the one that's got the extra bonuses, and I can buff the damage and go full
so then,
crazy mode.
Add +6 to your attack roll.
Right, so let's...
Here we go.
I should have put it on there, but...
Yes. Go ahead and roll damage against a large-sized creature. And you can buff that up with extra charges if you like.
Yeah, I'll just do the normal roll first, and then let me check what the extra...
This thing is blown to bits. Now allow me to make a surprise roll here. Okay. This thing next to you, its eyes snap open, and you can see all of its muscles just tense up. Guys, we're on round 1. Everyone decide what you're doing with your round. And we're rolling initiative. Ooh, I believe who was rolling last? Was it you, Tom?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and you lost. Okay, so then Andrew, you are up here.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has decided what they're doing with this round, as this vicious, cornered vampire beat my 9. Ooh. I'm on a 12.
Keep things interesting.
All right, Trin, you're up first. What are you doing? This thing is still prone, which means you have +4 to hit it.
Yeah, I was falling back because I thought that could have gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
We definitely could have.
All right. Then it's Tom. What are you doing, Tom?
I guess makes sense just to move to that.
Move into there, and then he's going to smite it.
Go right ahead. Make your attack roll. +4 to hit.
You'll have to...
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I was on a 7. It's okay. I'm just moving.
Okay, go ahead and move
I don't
yourself.
know why I added 4 to the...
Go ahead and move, Cola. That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Large-sized creature.
Oof,
So this thing is going to try to get up, and Tom races in, slash of a sword, and the head is cleaved from its body. falls down and turns into a pile of ash.
Nice.
Both seem to be defeated, guys. What do you wish to do next?
Cola takes a quick look around and goes, lads, noticing a distinct lack of passageways out of this room.
I'm trying to remember how many we faced. Was it 2 that we'd defeated up to this point, or was there more?
You've not killed any yet.
No. So these are just the minions, weren't they?
No, I think these are the breed. These are the brood of the original, much more powerful one.
Oh.
As was that one we fought upstairs. It's just that these we injured last time. I was going to say, could we mix some of the oil in with the ashes to try and stop them regenerating?
Absolutely. So those things are gone now. They will not respawn. If Falkroll was here, his knowledge of the undead would tell you that that is sufficient to render them dead. What do you guys wish to do next?
There's nothing else in this chamber, is there?
There's not. There's
around
that
it quickly.
shrine or
shrine type thing.
nave where Tekeli Lee first emerged, or from which he emerged.
Do I know how long? So Tom's coated his sword, his long sword, in the oil.
Yeah.
And he's used it the one time there. Do I know if he doesn't attack with it, does the oil evaporate and go off of it naturally, or do we know how long?
I mean, it's only a matter of minutes before it's rendered inert.
Okay, all right. So that's basically effectively done.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought if it was lasting for a while, then I would suggest scabbard that one and use your other sword in the meantime until we come up with one of the vampire ones. But it's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
This is not a. I don't get the sense that this is a safe place to rest, but we're going to need to think about that soon if we're going to be healing up.
There were better places down here to rest, I think, wasn't there?
As long as we still have access to them. But let's look at this little. Can I look at the idol?
Yep.
And maybe get a I don't know. I'm assuming here, as a priest. I'm trying to think of this as a priest. Does this look like what I thought it was? Is this an idol?
I mean, there's no religious markings on here whatsoever. It is you're crunching. As you approach it, you can hear the crunch of human skulls underneath your feet, or humanoid at least skulls underneath your feet. And there is this pillar that goes from the ground all the way up, and in the middle of it is this huge, melted out, concave nave, as it were, a place where Tekeli Lee may have been trapped in there.
Okay. All right. So this isn't a shrine or anything like that. It's just skulls in a room.
There's no markings to Auril in here whatsoever. There's no.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking Auril. I was just thinking had they deified Tekeli Lee, but that's fine. Back out the way we came in.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's the only option really. Unless you said staying here long term, which that sounds good.
There was another.
Yeah, there's a side passage. Maybe we should check that out.
I have a feeling it ends.
Yeah. Hang on, let me.
Oh, do you want to? You can go ahead.
Lead or
you
still?
go ahead. You're. I'm squishier than you.
All right, I shall walk up to that corner, have a cautious peek round.
So again, it's another winding and twisting chamber or passageway, about 10 feet tall. That appears to lead out into here. Now, your initial reaction when you walk in here, Tom, is to go for your sword, because you see at first a figure, massive and looming, easy, 21 feet tall, looming before you on the right. And you realize the form is actually in the wall.
I remember this, yes.
There is a huge frozen... Well, you haven't been here before, actually. there is a huge frozen frost giant trapped in the ice on the right side there. And the pose that it's in suggests that it was flash frozen in here and was not expecting to be trapped. Apart from that, and some scratches on the ice that leads to where this frost giant is trapped, there's nothing else in here. And I guess more importantly, no obvious sign of exit apart from where you came in.
Right. Well, I think we ought to maybe check this out, see if there's anything in here. So maybe a quick search and then move back out.
As I said, there's nothing else.
All right. All right, back down then. Assume.
Yep.
Assume we switch positions. Back to that other chamber. So we're going back up here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you clamber up that 20-foot.
Oh, of course there's a snow block there, isn't there?
Not this bit. That's further up.
All right, I'll very cautiously look in the room, so I'm staying right back.
Okay.
Oh, we've got light going, so it's probably not worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sign of our friend.
Not that you can see.
Right, I shall walk slowly into the room,
Okay.
keeping an eye out above as well.
It's 30-foot high ceiling in here. So the
All right, so it's pretty
torch
much in
just kind of flickers along
light.
the top.
All right.
Cannot see anyone.
So the corridor to the west is the one that's blocked now.
Yeah, in that case, I'm going to go up to that one.
Cola spends extra time looking at the
Yeah, sorry, I
giant.
went the wrong direction.
These
Right.
appear to have likely served as horrific larders.
Yeah, okay. Well, holding my nose, I will go up to there.
Yeah, I think we're
Change
trapped,
out.
guys.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well, see if that
Nope.
one goes anywhere.
nope, it doesn't.
Yeah, so these are... So we've got to dig our way through. Is that what it looks like?
Yeah, you mean up here? Yeah.
So, what do you guys do once you've surveyed and double checked? From what you can tell, there is no exit from these caverns.
So we'd have to dig our way out, but does that mean no one can get to us either? From a defensive point of view.
Well,
I know.
yeah.
Well,
Trent, what is your hear noise score?
It is...
Or whatever that skill's called?
Yeah, detect noise, 40%.
40%. So if you do go to where the collapses, I mean, you would probably be able to hear the sound of any digging.
Yeah.
I recall
else?
too, like Kevin
Here.
told us that when Tom and I were like right after the collapse happened, Kevin mentioned specifically that we saw like wisps of cloud moving in, trying to start moving through that ice. So it's not solid.
Well, not cloud. Remember that this thing, these things manifest. Their like gaseous form ability manifests as swirling snow, but that's also what sort of snow and ice, and that's what filled the corridor when it collapsed.
Oh, okay. So that could have just literally been the snow settling from the walls collapsing, as it could have been him coming through the.
Yeah.
And if it was Takalili or this usurper coming through, you would think that it would certainly know that there's no other way out of this chamber because it came from this chamber. So it would have no reason not to immediately manifest and finish the job it started as soon as it was in here. So I would think it is on the other side. It cannot currently get through, otherwise it would have. Can we hear anything?
Trin listens in. There's no sounds of digging. There's a stillness in this chamber.
Either the collapse was big enough to cause them to go, we'll deal with it later, or it's thick enough that they don't think we can get out either.
Yeah, they could be recuperating and building up, but potentially we've either got to dig out as quick as we can or rest up and sort of recover as best as we can before we try and dig a way out. At least we've dealt with those two that were potentially going to be behind us or in here with us.
What do you guys think?
I think Tom thinks we maybe ought to, while we've got the oil working, dig our way out now.
Well, again, Mo, we just talked about the duration of that. Like it's gone.
All right. Okay.
So we've got 2 unused vials. Because Trin, I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Darren, but I heard you say that Trin did not apply the oil before attacking.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, so we've still got those. We've got the dragon's breath.
Yeah. So go for it. It's my vote.
There's no way of knowing how thick the ice is.
No one has like spelunking or any kind of like mining or anything like that as a proficiency?
I seem to recall that I took very odd things as a dwarf. No, I've got climbing, but no spelunking.
Okay.
I mean, we could try and create, well, not create, but we could use torches to sort of melt as well as dig.
But where's Grim when we need him? Put that fireball at the hole on the way out, and it'll just gradually. He'll just keep moving it, and it'll melt our way out. Would rock burst help us with that, Kevin? Could I use rock burst to like burst through the ice?
Rock burst is more for one. It needs to target stone, and it's ice that's collapsed.
And
even it doesn't really like it. It does create a explosion of rocks, but it's not like a detonation to try and excavate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually, that could be way more dangerous than just even if it could.
So I'm just checking the rates for how long it'll take you. Do you guys have any picks or shovels?
Oop.
Okay.
Nope.
So, like I say, the other option is to wait for them to come to us and use that time to rest and recover and, depending on how long they leave us, you could restore magic and we could potentially be in a better position, but I don't know.
They're going to heal while we do, so the question of whether we think we can heal faster than they do.
But how many are we talking about? I'm trying to remember how many.
One up there.
Yep.
Possibly more.
Which?
I mean, we could go back down and to the less smelly place and rest up for the night.
Well, the reason I was thinking of staying here is if you were at the blockage, if you hear them digging through, at least you'd be alerted and you could defend yourselves, rather than just coming back later and finding they've dug through and we don't know where they are again. And it's just if they dig through, they've freed us. And we'll have to fight our way out, but at least they'd have dug it out for us. But we could potentially recover and get some health back and be in a better state.
So, Cola, what do you think? Because I think Trin's right. I think maybe we should rest up because there'll be 3 of us improving versus 1 of them, assuming he has no mates.
Oh, I think we can rest assured he has plenty of friends. But I agree. I think we're weak. We're beaten up. We're weak. As I've said, like I have 1 healing spell available right now. So we don't know how thick that ice is. We could start digging and realize it's going to take days to get through because it could have been the whole tunnel that collapsed.
What do you have
know.
as far as digging tools are concerned, or do you only have your hands?
That's the other problem, that we don't really have digging tools. In fact, if anything, I don't know about you guys, but I have no specific digging tools. All I've got is like my axe, which against ice would be better than against stone, but it's still not really, it's not a pickaxe.
I think we're talking about daggers and axes, didn't we? Yeah.
I did have a mountaineering kit, which I kind of assume might have had a small shovel for this sort of thing to like dig out snow holes and things.
Yeah.
But we lost that with the attack. So. Yeah, because we only recovered like the really important weapons.
So I think the other thought, though, if we don't have the proper tools to be digging through, like, I think another thought we have to be considering here is the exhaustion from digging through. It's not going to be a simple matter of digging through and then we're good to go and we run and we fight with whoever's on the other side. You know, if it's more than like half a meter thick, we're going to be pretty tired by the time we get done with that. So I think it makes sense to rest up. And not necessarily, I don't necessarily agree with waiting to let them come to us, only because.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. I just meant if they wanted to come through, then they're going to dig through, you know, while we're resting.
I see.
That's what I meant. We'd have two options, you know.
Ooh.
Yeah, fair.
There are rules for suffocating too. You can also. If you do take a rest, remember you can completely refresh, like reselect your spells as well, Cola.
Also true. I could. Well, I mean, I would need a bit of, like, Andrew will need a bit of time to review priest spells to see what would be. But no, that makes.
Because that's the upside of playing a cleric, is that you do get to select from all of the things that you have access to. So you may find that you may have something that might be of assistance.
Yeah, that is a good point. I need to look up Aura of Comfort. I'm wondering if Aura of Comfort does something about the smell that might help us rest better.
Is Aura of Comfort a Clangadin spell?
No, I think it's Priest Compendium. I'm going to look that up.
Let me grab Priest Compendium.
Because I've got the PDF here. It's not in the PHB.
Okay.
Aura of Comfort level 2, yes, but 47. Oh, that's got to be in an earlier version of the compendium then. It's on page 47.
Okay.
There we go. Creature touched. Oh, it's only me, or only one creature. I keep forgetting it's not an area effect, so that's not going to help anyway.
But hold on, do you become the target of the aura? I mean,
it's range touch. So, and it's the creature touched is the area of effect. So it's whoever I. But all it is, it doesn't really say anything about smells. It just says that it keeps the weather out and helps moderate temperature. So that's not going to do anything for us here anyway.
Okay. So then, what are you doing, guys? Are you starting to dig yourself out, or are you going to take the rest while you're in here?
Vote for rest.
Yep, same as that. But keeping close to that corridor so we can hear if there is any attempts to dig through from the other side.
So why don't we do this, guys? Let's have everyone give us a Constitution check. Because sleeping down here.
Now you're just trying to.
Nice.
Come on, natural 1. Nope. I'm not sleeping. Great.
Nope.
So, do you have any points? I think you have 1 point of Astonishing Fortune left. Now, what this will be is if you fail this, then you're not going to be getting a good enough rest in order to properly prep your spells. So Cola might be the priority here for making the con check. If you slept elsewhere, Cola, like in where the frost giant body is, I think you would not have to worry about this.
I think maybe that might be the better option, because the problem is a reroll when my constitution is still a 6. I still have a 75% chance of failure. So I think I'm going to go sleep in the. We've already checked out these rooms. We know that there's nothing else in here right now with us. What? Why is Cola? There we go. So I'll just go back into that room.
Okay. And then Trin and Tom, are you staying near here, keeping an eye or an ear out, as it were, for anything digging its way through?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, I can stay because I'm fairly confident it'll wake me up.
Yeah, and really the only penalty is just that you're not, it's a very, very fitful sleep. Trin, you have no difficulty sleeping whatsoever. You get a full solid night's sleep. Tom does get a fitful night's sleep, so you're going to be like crabby and whatnot. You're still suffering that -1. Trin, you are not any longer. You've just gotten used to the stink. So Tom is still getting -1 to hit, -1 to saves. Cola now, because he's sleeping in a different room away from the stench, you actually are able to get a full night's sleep and prep your spells. Because of the ministrations of Cola, you guys will each recover 3 hit points overnight. And Cola, do you wish to cast any of your spells before you bed down?
Yeah, I'll do my final cure serious wounds.
Okay.
On Trin.
Okay, so go ahead and roll how much he's getting back.
2d8 plus 1. Whoops, that's 1d8.
Here you go. 10.
So 10 to Trin.
Nice.
Plus the 3 you get from oversight, so 13 total to you.
Okay.
Yep. So
And then that'll be it for me for spells, but I'll be sleeping, so that's good.
Okay, so you do not have anyone. Nothing happens overnight. You don't hear anything. There's once or twice where you hear some noise that you think like, is something scratching? Is something moving? And then nothing further from it. So you're not sure if it's your ears playing tricks on you or whether it is genuinely a something that is attacking you. Now, Trin, did someone cast armor on you?
No, that was a discussion that we had, but yeah, we didn't do it. No.
So I think you notice your hit points were 5 at one point, right? Is that why you got that? So I think that's the 18 is your grapple. We normally use the green bar for your...
I don't know what that was for. I was just wondering what that was for.
Could be grappling, because we use the rules from a product called Dungeon Grappling, and you have a number of grapple points equal to your hit points.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's nothing. It's not armor or anything. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then. You guys wake from resting. Tom, you are crabby as all get out in the morning. But you do get your good night's sleep and get to recover. Cola has recovered and needs to... How long do you need to pray?
I'm going to need... It's up to 2.5 hours already. It's 10 minutes per level per spell, right?
10 minutes per level per spell, correct.
I was doing half hour per, so sorry. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 minutes, 70, 90, 110, 130. I need 170 minutes, so I need almost 3 hours.
Oof.
Helps.
Okay, so what I'm checking is for suffocation as well.
Yeah, I think we've got enough air in here to not have to worry about carbon monoxide.
Yeah, not all the air is nice and breathable, though.
Yeah, and it's not as big as you think, and you guys have had fires burning.
Mm-hmm.
So, What do you guys wish to do?
Go way out.
I was going to say, while Cola's doing his spells, should we start trying to
Might
dig at
do
this
that while
and
he's,
see how much success we have with axes and daggers, and see how many weeks it's going to take us to dig out.
One thing you can think of as well is that when you do get, what's likely to happen is you're going to get a small hole in there. And you remember seeing how easily that the creature was able to move its way through as a gust of ice and sleet and snow. Do you have any contingencies in mind for if you break your way through and then they're suddenly hit with a blast of this stuff?
Let's have a quick look at the corridor. I forgot what it. So that's where it's blocked.
Yep.
So there's sort of enough space for two of us to be sort of digging potentially.
Yeah, you guys can cram in there and sort of both work together.
Well, maybe we take turns at the coal face, and the other person just shoves the stuff to the back, and then we switch around. Maybe to
so one digs, one clears, sort of thing.
Yeah,
so that the person who's clearing can be on guard as well, potentially. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And every so often take a little break for listening, I guess.
Okay.
Just to...
So, as you guys are, and you have nothing to shore up the tunnel here either. Okay. So, in 3 hours that you work, you're able to push it back. You've got a small hole that you're digging along through here that seems to be stable when Kola has finished his preparations. Oh, we'll see what Andrew's got in mind, if there's any spells that will assist you guys. So, Andrew, you finished your preparations for your spells, and Trin and Tom have made some progress. Doug, it looks like about 3, maybe a little more feet into the ice.
I'm still trying to figure out if there are some spells that would help us in this situation.
Okay.
But
you can cast up to what, level 4 now?
I have access to 2 level 4 spells, yeah. Although I think one of them is Axe Storm by default because of being an Allegor.
Okay. Does Axe Storm take up one of your spell slots, or is it something that you can cast automatically once per day? I can check for you. Let me see.
I've got it open. I'm sorry. My was not. It was just. Okay, 3rd level. I can get Spiritual Hammer Rock Burst once per day, but that's bonus. Come on, there you go. Oh no, nope. It's a spell I took. It's not.
Okay.
So I don't need to take it.
Okay.
In fact, maybe right now it's Axe Storm's not super. It's not always super effective anyway for me because I've only got the 1 axe. I might actually swap it out for a 2nd Cure Serious. I don't think I have anything that could help us dig, though, guys.
I mean, from our digging so far, have we got any idea how far we're digging, or
it's tough to tell. Yeah. You can't without, unless you've got some magical way of knowing what's like how far you have to get through. It's tough to judge how long it's going to take.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Well, maybe we take a 15-minute break for tea and coffee, and then we get back to it.
Yeah.
I don't think that my create food and water spell creates tea. It's D&D, not Harry Potter.
I'll have a listen at this point as well, just to see if I can hear anything while we're having a bit of a breather.
Okay.
Make sure I can't hear anything close to the other side.
Nothing you can hear on the far side.
Should we subtract some rations and stuff?
Yes, absolutely.
Hang on, where is it?
Another day's worth of rations for each of you.
Hand out. Where's the player? Right. I don't remember where the.
I'll put mine under my gear, but.
No, we've got a separate document we keep track collectively, and I'm trying to.
Oh, right. I've got a personal supply when I turned up. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's the collective one and the party loot, is it? No. No, not. It's not normally me that does this.
Yeah, it's usually John.
All right.
I mean, I can give you my you can take it from my personal supply for now if you want, because I have 4
All right.
days.
Well, if you just teed off yours, and we'll leave
Yeah.
the collective, because
Yeah.
I've got some, some dried rations as well.
Yeah, I've took 3 off of mine for now, so we'll use those.
Okay. Cola, any magical contributions to add to this?
I'm not seeing anything in. I'm not going to go searching through the whole compendium, but in the PHP and Tome of Magic, I'm not seeing anything that seems obvious to help with the digging.
Okay.
Other than the Ring of Mud, I can, maybe I can. I have a way out of here potentially. The Ring of Mud gives me I could easily get to another plane of existence. Just may not like what
Doesn't
happens
the
to
Ring
me
of Mud
over
have
there.
a bunch of other abilities too?
Yeah, I don't think there'll be so. Aside from there's some other stuff that won't be effective here, minus attacks and stuff from earth and water stuff. So I can melt a stone at will. I can do stone shape twice a day, earthquake once a month, water breathing, water to dust, conjure elemental.
Water to dust?
Water to dust, yeah. Yeah, ice is water, but it's frozen. I can't turn it. Do you think the magic would care if what form the water's in?
It's water.
The chemical components are all the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's look up water to dust. I can do that once per week. Is that a priest spell?
It's not a spell. I think
or
it's an ability of the ring.
Oh, it's okay. There's no description though.
Here, I'll check on the ring here. So
Never heard of that as a spell. But
here we go.
Of course, I do this, and there is a chance that I could accidentally be plane shifted away. I'm not kidding about that, guys.
Yeah. Each use of the
just
ring
grab
has an
onto you and that solves the
8%
problem.
chance of plane shifting.
Wait, so each use, is it cumulative?
No, just each use, each time there is an 8% chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it's cumulative, I'm like, I have a lot of incentive to use this ring. Oh, what the heck? I'm not seeing.
Oh,
Maybe I should.
okay.
Is it a wizard spell, maybe?
Could be a wizard spell. Yeah, maybe. What's
Wizard
actually?
spells.
Hold on. It is also transmute water to dust. It's not water to dust.
Oh,
So
that
it
would
could
help
be-
if I wrote the thing down properly then.
It could very well be that I gave it to you wrong. Transmute water to dust. When it's cast, a change from liquid to powdery dust. If it's already muddy, it's doubled.
Sixth level spell. Holy crap.
1 cubic yard per level. So, Ring of Mud. I think they're. Let's see what level of spell they count as.
What source are you using? I mean, I won't complain about 10 cubic yards per level, but,
No,
but the
one-
PHP says
1 cubic yard per level is what I said.
Yeah. The PHP is telling me one. Oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. It says 1 10-foot cube per level. That's the same damn thing.
Okay. Cast as if 14th level. So that means that's 14 cubic
It
yards.
is saying liquid to powdery dust.
I would take it as water. I'd interpret that to be water.
Okay. I mean, again, I'm not going to complain about the
No,
more
because the
beneficial
thing is, like,
interpretation. But
the like melt to stone and stuff like that, like those I wouldn't allow. And I did look at rise or lower water as well too, and because that's flowing water, I don't see that it being of value here. I was looking to see if that spell would be helpful for you. Transmute liquid or water to dust. I'm fine with this becoming like powdery snow instead of liquefied ice. You do have that risk.
Yeah, which is, I'm supposed, let's say the more gracious interpretation is also probably in part motivated by, like, I'm assuming some risk in doing this. So I turn to Thomas. Hey, Tom, you want to use my ring?
I think he needs 24 hours to attune to it, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it's only, actually no, it'd have to be Trin, because only priests, wizards, and rogues may use the ring.
Yeah.
Hey, Trin, how badly you want to get out of here?
Well, if those are the options, then
I'm
I would.
I'll use it.
No. But I mean, couldn't we use it as a second, like plan B or last resort if the digging doesn't get us out, or we start having breathing problems, or this is getting proper serious. Let's use that. Because I mean, the digging is working, but we just don't know how far we've got and how long it's going to take.
True, and also like. I didn't think to do this. I'll hand Tom my my master battle axe. This is not the magical one or the silvered one. It's the backup. This axe might do you better than a sword against ice.
Don't know if thieves are proficient with battle axes.
Oh, I was gonna hand it to Tom. I figured that.
Oh, to Tom, I see.
If the two of them, if one of them's got the chance of being proficient in it, it'll be him.
Oh, sorry. Tom, he is proficient, but he's got a magical weapon already. That Netherese sword.
Yeah, I'm not giving it to him. I'm letting him borrow it just for the purposes of tunneling.
Oh, I see. Okay,
This axe will do a better job than his sword at digging
spike
ice.
in and just break it up, whereas the sword's a bit.
So what are you thinking,
less
guys?
convenient.
Well, I suggest we give it maybe another 3 hours and see how far we get, and then if we haven't.
So then 6 hours of digging. Remember how fun fatigue rules are in AD&D?
I said it.
Well,
maybe I should have been doing. Actually, I'll probably help because I've already prepped my spells.
So
I could help because Kevin, I don't know if it'll help, but I have endurance. So maybe this is an activity that I could.
It'll make you count your Constitution as 1 higher.
That'll be good.
Yeah. Well, I mean 5%, higher. So.
Oh no, 100%.
Yeah. Would you each give us a Constitution check, please?
Well, what if just me and Cola take the second stint then and give Tom a rest?
Yeah, that's fine. You're still all going to need to make a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the endurance you said gives me my Constitution will be 1 higher for this.
Yes, treat it as 1 higher.
I mean, in my case, it's 1/6 higher, so that's pretty insignificant right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, he's done it again.
No,
on the bright side,
Trin's working like a
fucking
fucking machine.
Yeah, we're sitting down by the sides of the wall, knackered, and he's just going.
Yeah.
He's found his skill.
Remember, Tom also is suffering a -1 on top. I mean, I think you failed already. Tom,
I wouldn't have failed it with my uncompromised constitution.
Okay. All right, so then what this means is everybody who failed, so everyone other than Trin, is now suffering -2 on all attack rolls, on damage, and on saving throws from fatigue. So you do make a little bit more progress in this. You've got a tunnel that's digging through. It's about 3 feet wide. That is now about 6 feet long into the tunnel up ahead. But Tom and Cola are absolutely gassed. You could continue on, but if you fail a second round, then you would be becoming exhausted, which means you're going to collapse into unconsciousness.
Yeah, I think maybe we should not knacker ourselves, and maybe we need to have a rest and try again.
And
you could do that. What's the air situation?
Seems that so Tom needs a torch burning because otherwise he can't see.
Otherwise, I do as well.
That's right. Gnolls don't have dark vision in this.
Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. We don't necessarily need to waste flame and torches and do such, I could just because I still haven't like finished figuring out which freaking spells to take here. One of them that I could have taken is light. I think I have access to that spell, I believe, and if that's the case, then I can just cast that. And we could have light in the room without needing, so you guys can see without having to burn stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And the other thing I just thought of is you might want to do some healing in case we do break through and there's some big nasties the other side.
It's a first level spell. Lasts for an hour plus 1 turn per level, or plus 1 turn per level. 20-foot radius. Yeah. Luminous glow within 20 feet. Okay.
So this is, I'm sorry, continual light?
It says the spell causes a luminous glow within 20 feet of the spell's caster. Area of light thus caused is equal to brightness to torchlight. Objects in darkness beyond this sphere can be seen at best at vague, shadowy shapes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, wait, is this light you're casting or continual light?
Oh, sorry. It's light. First year spell.
Okay.
First year spell. First level.
Back in Harry Potter again.
So yeah, you're level 8 right now, or 7?
Yeah.
8. Okay, so then that's
no, sorry, 7. 7.
Okay, so that's about a little more than 2 hours of for each casting of that. Then.
Yeah. So if I were to do that for one cast, then it gives like that one. Oh.
Torches only last an hour anyway. So. You know, how many torches do you guys have, by the by?
Yeah, it's not actually gonna help us then if we did that.
I came in with 8 torches.
Okay. You can assume only 1 has been used thus far. Let's talk about whether there's any other way of getting access to light or whether you guys sat in darkness.
I mean, Tom, how much do you trust us? Do you really need to see?
I can't see, but I haven't got dark vision either.
Well,
you don't?
I think digging without seeing, we could try it, but it's probably going to take longer and be more exhausting. But
yeah.
Well, also, I mean, you would need to see in order to dig to, like, setting aside the dirt, making sure you're digging in the right direction is to avoid injuring yourself.
Yeah.
Or each other, for that matter. So,
I suppose.
Well, if 2 of us are exhausted, maybe we should take a break at this point. We don't need the light to take a break, do we?
You've been going for 6 hours. You can squeeze 2 hours of light out of Cola's thing, which means there's been 4 torches that have been burned to make the progress you've got thus far.
Okay, I should take them off.
Okay.
So I'm down to 3. I was just saying, Kola, you might want to heal yourself and Tom up before we carry on in case we do actually break through and we encounter creatures the other side.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I will do.
And Kev, did it make any difference now we're 6 foot through? Has that made any sort of sign of, it seems...
You're trying to remember how long the passageway was, and you think it was just the sloped part that you guys were fighting in. That was about 15 or 20 feet long.
Yeah, I just thought it might start to crack and stuff as you're getting nearer the end, but if it's not sensing then we're well in still.
Okay.
There's 6 for Tom. Probably have to do. I'll have to do 1 more for Tom.
Okay.
Whoops. I didn't type that in right. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
So, looking at your resources, you have a full night's sleep ahead of you. You got 2 of you who are suffering from fatigue right now. Fatigue you can recover from taking, I believe, only like an hour or so of rest. But if you're doing that in light, you're burning through your illumination resources.
So it looks like we potentially burn 1 torch to rest up, and then we try this ring thing. Or do we have another alternative?
The ring would absolutely clear the passageway.
Yeah, let's rest and use that because
It seems
the problem of breaking through, we're exhausted, and everything goes hello and fights us.
I'm going to go back to the giant room.
Okay.
But in the meantime, before I do, I might as well try to, if I'm going to be sleeping anyway, I might as well tap out and cast a couple more healing.
Okay.
This will be Tom. And then I had taken 2 cures serious. Oh, actually. Yeah, okay.
So I'm trying to see with the recovering. You have to rest for 2 hours, 2 consecutive hours. Once you do, your fatigue status goes away. Do you have access to another light spell, Cola, or do you need to burn 2 torches?
I only took the 1 light spell. I didn't
Okay.
realize it was such a short duration. And I might not take it tomorrow. It's not long enough to really give us...
Okay. Well, you are down to 1 torch after this 2-hour rest.
Oh.
Yeah. Is no one else? You haven't got any, have you, Tom?
Could I... I wish I'd done those in different orders. That last one would have just restored Tom to full. And then the 6 could have gone to, like, Trin.
Okay.
That's all right.
All right. So,
that's
Tom,
true,
you're back up at
seriously.
full, it looks like.
Yeah, I might as well, because if I'm sleeping anyway, I'm gonna do one for me too.
Can I search through the rooms and try and scavenge any sort of rags and materials that I could potentially use as sort of temporary torch or
Yeah.
booster?
Let's do
sort of
this.
torch supply?
Why don't you give us... let's say 1d6 minus 2. That's
6 months.
Yeah, so there may be none, but there may be enough to scramble together a couple of extra torches. So let's see here. 2, nice.
Okay.
You've got 2 more hours worth of combustible material you've cobbled together.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll just put it down as 2 torches for now.
Cool. So yeah, so you got 3 torches once the rest period is finished.
Tom, you should be at full health, and Trin as well. I did my last cure light on you, so that was 5. So you should be up at full. Everybody's at full.
This is getting into you were digging for around 6 hours. You took 2 hours of rest just now. This is about a full day's thing. If you have a full day's activity, if you're keeping track of your time right, this probably means that it is going to be sometime near the evening.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to, or at least in the afternoon, do you guys want to make use of your spell now, or are you sleeping in the dark for 1 night again, and then making use of your ring?
I would recommend, because I just did a whole huge round of healing, I'd recommend we rest so I can get all those spells back again.
Yep.
In case there's friends on the other side of this when we get through.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
So I think, why don't you guys give us where's my DM screen? Here we go. Why don't you each give us a save versus petrification or polymorph at -2. This is just the sleeping in the cave in a vampire cave, knowing you've dug your way partly up, seeing the darkness. It may have a deleterious. This is a mind affecting effect. If you've got a wisdom bonus to your save, you can apply that.
Oh. Okay. That is good to know.
Yeah, so
Magical defense bonus, is that
Yep.
what I'd be
That's
adding?
the one,
okay,
yeah.
so I actually rolled a 15 then.
Nice.
So
Okay.
minus 2, so 13 total.
But your save's a 10, right?
My save is
Yeah,
my save is
yep.
a 10, so it would have been above, yeah.
Okay. So Trin, this is just, gnolls, especially for tundra gnolls like yourself, you are creatures of the open area. The prospect of being stuck down here and trapped, in this charnel house is just a little much. Tom, I do need a save versus petrification polymorph from you too, please. Mo?
Petrification, yeah.
Yep. At -2. Okay. Well,
sorry.
that was your rod
Wrong
staff
one.
wand, petrification or polymorph. If you had rolled an 11, would that be a success on your petrification polymorph?
No, because my actual saving throw is 11, not 12. So no, it wouldn't
Okay.
have succeeded. So
Okay.
I'll take it rather than re-roll.
Yeah, so that's -1 to attacks, skill saves, saves and skills for morale for you guys. So you can, Tom, give us another con check. See if you can stomach the stink down here. See if you've grown accustomed to it. No, still just... So you're staying... Right now, Tom's got -2 to attack saves and... not to damage, but ability checks. So the next morning, Cola, you've got your full complement of spells prepared.
I'll need another 3 hours to do that.
Do you... Oof. You also do that in pitch blackness, then. Unless you want to burn the 3 torches that Trin has left.
Do I need to... I mean...
You don't,
Sorry.
but navigating around is going to be tricky. Oh, no, you got dark vision. Never mind. Ignore me.
I was going to say...
Yeah, you're fine.
I can prepare my spells in the pitch black.
Yeah, you've got dark vision. So you prepare your spells. Trin and Tom, you're still just... The psychological toll of this is weighing on you. Cola finally returns from preparing his spells. And you're able to get that torch burning again, getting ready. Cola, you make your way over. First time you're drawing on this ring.
Oof.
Do we have to go around the corner just in case it blows up again?
This ring doesn't do that. That was the orb.
It is a question of whether he gets shifted away.
I'll as I'm
If we hold
preparing
on to
this,
him, we could all shift away to some other plane where it's nice and warm.
I don't know. The ring doesn't
And the campaign
describe.
changes completely.
All I know is that there's a chance of the wearer being plane shifted.
Yeah.
The description that I have in the character sheet here does not say anything about an area effect or other people touching it. So
So you get your hand up.
wait, before I do this, I'll pause. I'll start to extend my hand, and then I'll just pause, and I'll look back at the two of them. In particular, I look at Tom, just as having traveled with them the longest. If I do suddenly disappear, you've been a good friend, and this has been a good ride.
Nice.
And may cling and help me find my way back to you at some point. And boom, we'll put the hand on the wall, and I will activate the ring.
So give us a percentile roll, please. Ooh. And we'll see what happens in 2 weeks' time. So let's quickly calculate XP here, guys.
6 o'clock on the dot.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I mean, the way I look at it is, if plane shift were to happen, if I were to use this ring, it doesn't say. It just says plane shift. It doesn't say where I would end up. So
I think for this version, there's a random table.
yeah.
Well, it is
And-
also there is a para-elemental plane of mud.
True, although unless you've given me a parsed down description of this ring, it doesn't explicitly state the plane of mud, but that would suck. But anyway, my point being, I look at it as if that does happen, that just opens up some opportunities for some one-on-one sessions with Kevin. That could be fun.
Suffocating in mud.
Or maybe not so much fun.
Kevin's campaign sucks.
You'd be able to play it real time, though, wouldn't you? Last about a minute and a half.
Yeah, set an egg timer. All right. So let's see here, guys.
Someone in the chat said the plane of mud is Calgary in 3 days.
Yeah, really. We are, no joke. We got a fucking Chinook. It's minus 30 here today. By Monday, it will be plus 2. Yeah, I gotta drug the shit out of myself tonight because there's a Chinook coming in, and I'll get a migraine tomorrow for sure. And I got a game to run tomorrow. So, guys, we have 1 point of astonishing fortune left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you get 50
it's
XP
true.
for that.
Oh, and I cast a bunch of spells. I should probably.
Yeah, so make sure your
those.
class base. You guys defeated today, those of you who are warriors. Trid, you made successful use of 4 thief abilities today.
Cool.
So make sure you get your class base for that. You defeated. I'm counting. Let me think, or what is that? So, 9 hit dice worth of adversaries. And divided by 3. Woo-ho-ho-ho. Guys, each of you is walking away with 3,016 XP. 3016. Woo. Something to be said for facing a bunch of vampires alone.
Well, and this, I also gained like a buttload of experience from spells this week because, like, I don't usually cast 2 days worth of spells and all this healing in one session. So it's just a
Is
bunch.
Cole a multi-class, or is he just a pure
He's just a
priest?
pure priest.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So you're not splitting it across 2 different things. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, then. So did Trin ding again?
Well, he only needed 1 experience, so it was pretty likely. I was just seeing how far away he was from the next
The
one.
question with Trin is, how many levels did you gain today?
Well, last time it would have been about 3, but he obviously only went up 1.
Yeah. So you're level 3 right now? So you
I'm
need
just checking.
5,000 to reach level 4
Yeah, so I'm
and 10,000 to reach level 5.
Yeah, I'm getting towards level 5.
Oh, I'm still so far
Sweet.
away from.
So give us a
level 8.
roll 2d6.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 4 hit points.
Yep.
Plus whatever your con modifier is. I can't remember. I think your backstep. You get what, 30 points to spend on thief skills?
30. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll just add on my...
And 1 more level and your damage multiplier goes up for backstabbing. Pretty awesome. I don't.
Wait, how many hit dice was that? I think someone just spoke over the last
9.
9 hit dice.
Yep.
Okay, your saving throws don't change not till next level. So otherwise, just you're spending your points, and you get that as like prorated that forward as well too. So you'll. Oh, you may have done that already, but were you at full health when you dinged?
Yeah.
So go ahead and put yourself at 21 out of 21 then.
Oh, okay.
You know, just get more injured. All right, so then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our first session back in the Icewind Dale in 2022. We are inching towards 2 years with this campaign, guys, and we have just hit, this is session 80. So we are making some progress. I look forward to seeing what you guys find as a result of you making use of that ring. Dave and John, I heard from both of them. Both of them were sick today, so they both woke up feeling poorly. So I imagine they'll be back, and I'll send a reminder to Brandon that we're back on for this, because I imagine that's just the reason we missed him today. For those listening at home, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding this session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, you can find a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where all of us are active. We have channels dedicated to this campaign, every other campaign we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other great channels like finding a group, like setting up and selecting between virtual tabletops, like setting up streaming server, your streaming setups and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, tons of great people, tons of great. Oh, and convention chat as well too. I know there was recently some people posting for opportunities to play at the Gaming and BS convention coming up shortly. In addition, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings, and you can find me on, or reach me by email, and my email address is dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You can also find us back here in the Icewind Dale in 2 weeks' time. And let me just move us back to the main screen here, guys. Boom. Otherwise, we hope that we have given you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes in the Icewind Dale are finding themselves getting into. Until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.
Bye.